Milo,
Oh.
you look around,
Who?
and all of your friends are lying on the ground. You see Alaric, you see Otis, you see Colossus, you see Nevi. On the floor, you see the corpse of Janice. You also see your patron, Shilanus. He is standing over the collapsed body of Alaric. Milo, roll save Alaric.
You want me to do what?
Go to your character sheet, Milo, and save Alaric.
Oh shit, it's right there.
What is happening?
I just have to find it. Hold on.
It's in the offense.
Yeah, I see. I found it.
This is why we couldn't play without Terria.
Oh, he got
Oh,
You meekly raise your hand to try and save Alaric. Shilanus grasps his claws around his head, and Alaric slumps to the ground. He moves to the next collapsed figure, Colossus. Colossus is kneeling, but he has a determined look on his face, as though he would strike Shilanus down if he could move a muscle. Milo, save Colossus. You fail to do anything to save Colossus as Shilanus wraps his claws around his head, and soon the giant slumps to the ground unconscious. He moves to the next figure, the droid that you had adventured with, Nevi. Her head is bowed. He reaches down to her. Save Nevi. You find yourself incapable of moving, incapable of saving her. Moves to the next figure on the ground, Otis, the young sorcerer. Otis is not moving. Try to save him. Shilanus simply passes by the corpse of Otis. Finally, Milo, Shilanus comes to you. Save yourself.
Hi, Felicia.
You feel Shilanus digging around in your brain, rearranging things. His claws going deep inside. And then, nothing. Nag, when you open your eyes, all you see is darkness. Hey guys, how you guys doing tonight?
That was a nasty picture.
Doing pretty good.
yeah.
All right. So, when we last left off, you guys made good your escape from Cyprus after snatching the white crystal that had been in Aarakocra control. You made your way to the boats, and there was a pitched battle as you got the boat ready to make way and sailed out of Cyprus. Before this battle started, Nag, you didn't feel so good. And, you turned yourself into your small snake form and crawled into Smiley's pouch. You guys were
Sure.
successful in sailing away,
I think there's a cat on this.
and you even managed to pull away from the pursuing Florentine vessel.
Makes sense. They eat the rats.
Ah. I hear they like snakes too. Watch out.
You, watch the Florentine vessel disappear into the distance. Camellia and Chaco are both on this boat. Last thing we did before we stopped was, Korgath offered up information about a certain fighting pit that Cecil had kept him in. Camellia thinks that this could be used as leverage to invoke international law on the High Chancellor. So you altered your heading to start heading towards Babul. But like I said, Nag, when you opened your eyes, everything was dark, and it smells vaguely of grog.
Ugh.
You had the strangest nightmare.
About a weird blue guy.
The rest of you, Armos is on deck, looking out the bow. Ahead, Jaco has knelt down and is studying the two crystals in your possession. Camellia seems to be mulling things over.
Do we know how long it'll be on the ship? Till we're there?
Armos pipes up. The way the wind's going and the currents between here, probably about a day and a half, 2 days.
Do you have any types of games you all play on long journeys? Like,
have
oh,
those dice.
that's a boat from the south or something like that.
Are there many other ships that sail this way? I don't think so.
Well, it's a pretty common trading route, but usually they schedule their arrivals to be around evening or midday, so there's plenty of light. We'll start seeing them coming this way before long, I reckon.
Hopefully none that belong to our friend. Although it would be hard for him to get word about that.
I wouldn't worry too much about that ship. It's a Florentine flagship. It's built for flash, not for speed.
If so, I'm more than happy to steer the boat again with the same type of skill I did on our previous escape.
It was good. It was fascinating.
It was better than Mr. Smiley, if you ask me.
I'd like to think he taught you well. I'm sure he was very proud.
Nag, you kind of feel like you'd like to lie down.
Yeah. It was quite the night dreams. Nag just kind of doesn't really say much. Just meanders over to Is there any windows in this room?
Yeah, you can go below decks. There's.
Or are we
sleeping
outside
quarters.
still?
This was on the deck, but you can go below
On the deck?
decks to the sleeping quarters. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I will head. I'm not feeling great, guys. I'm just gonna go lay down, rest a little.
Did you sleep well?
Not really.
He doesn't really sleep, but
Oh yeah, I don't sleep. That's right.
Well, did you sleep time well?
Normally, I don't sleep. I just,
Oh, that's a
read
good point.
books and kind of relax. I'm just gonna lay down and kind of be in a quiet area for a little while.
We'll be up here. You know, there's not much else to do on the ship.
Yeah. I turn into a little snake and like fly down into the sleeping quarters and just kind of like curl up on one of those like little portholes,
mhm.
that window things, Just
All
kind
right.
of look out the window.
Ah, your friend looks seasick, Armo says. Don't really know how that works for snakes, but I figure it works much the same.
Indeed, he is acting a bit off, that's for sure.
It is a little concerning. I'd like to think you would tell us, though, if something was wrong.
I agree. I think we've come to know each other fairly well over these last weeks, right?
Yeah, so this whole campaign so far it's been about like a month and a half.
Okay. Yes, I'd count you among my valued acquaintances, even.
Does that mean Smiley's promoted?
Potentially. I still treat him as a bodyguard, you know. Got to have
Does
a
that mean Smiley's
strong
promoted?
employer-employee relationship. Can't have a potentially. I conflict still of treat interest,
Oh,
if you know what I mean. You know, got to have a...
That's true, that's true.
What about you, big man? You excited to go back to your homeland? Your old stomping grounds?
Oh yeah, how's that welcoming gonna be? I don't know exactly how y'all left on, terms.
Be interesting. Get home. He's just not saying. Poor guy's just not saying much.
What about you, Mr. Smiley?
Smiley looks content to be helming the boat.
I'm gonna steer the boat. Arr.
Hey, Archie.
Hmm.
You should go have Lulu keep Smiley company.
Oh, he so should. He can teach her how to drive the boat.
Yes,
I'm
I
gonna
like
go
this
find
idea.
You you saw Lulu on deck earlier, but she doesn't seem to be on deck anymore.
Oh, I'm hunting her down. Do.
You look around for Lulu a bit, and you see that she's by Nag on the porthole, and she looks concerned.
Hey guys. I was gonna see. Lulu, Smiley said he really wanted to show you how to drive the boat.
I'd love to, but Nag really doesn't look very good, does he?
Can I kind of inspect him? I just want to kind of see what he looks like right now.
Yeah, make a medicine check. Okay. Nag, make a Constitution save. You do manage to turn your head just in time to not vomit on Archie.
Okay. You
Well, I'm
might
a
be
wee
right,
snake,
Lulu.
so it's a little bit of
It's
vomit.
just a little bit of vomit right now. But no, that doesn't look good.
Is that a mouse that you ate? Oh, okay. You should try and chew more. You alright there, buddy?
You don't feel good.
I just kind of like lay my head back on my coiled self.
That's concerning. Can I... And I don't see anything, like, physically wrong with him, right?
You think you might have a better, easier time of it if he were back in his humanoid form.
Can I kind of, like, rub his belly a little bit? Be like, hey, you want to come out? This is gonna be really awkward if I keep doing this.
After a moment, I will uncoil and then fly over to one of the low bunks and turn back into a human-sized snake.
I was about to say, don't make me fly after you. I'm the only one who can.
Now that he's back in his humanoid form, you can reattempt your medicine check.
I'm like legs over the side of the bunk sort of pose.
Oh, hey, I can tell what bigger snake people look like. It's small snake people. And you should just eat small ones. Wait, no, don't. Not anymore.
So the symptoms so far: nausea, vomiting. Kind of does match up with seasickness.
And how long have we been on the boat?
About an hour now.
Oh, okay. So it's not that bad.
Hmm.
Is there anything that I can do? I don't think I have anything like spells wise, but is there anything that like maybe they have on the boat that they give to people?
You got any Dramamine?
Right?
Pepto
Magical D&D Dramamine.
Got one of them patches, put them back behind your ear? Oh, he doesn't have ears. Shit, can't do that.
Behind his ear holes.
Yeah. I don't think it works the same.
Captain Armos comes down, and he's holding a packet of, well, it looks like bark. And he unravels it and he says, just have him chew on these. It's usually what I do for my crew.
Can we make it like a tea?
No, it's gotta be chewed. Otherwise it won't work. And he winks at you. Old remedies and such. Archie,
Fair
you
enough.
kind of get the sense that he's going for a placebo.
Yeah. And I was also thinking that snake people probably don't have much as far as chewing teeth. Well, I mean, you can always try it, Nag. It might help a little bit.
Do you hold it up?
Yeah.
I'll kind of tilt my head up. I'll like and just stick out my tongue and wrap my tongue around it, and then like pull it into my mouth and just start sucking on it. I guess 'cause I really can't chew it. So I'm suck. Sure.
Tastes like bark. Make another Constitution save.
Hey, consistency.
Well, again, you at least managed to turn your head and not puke on Archie.
Nag, have you ever been on a boat before?
yeah, we
You do
No,
notice
a little rowboat.
Yeah, you do remember that you had to take a
Oh,
boat to get to
yeah.
Cyprus, and this didn't happen.
Yeah.
True. I forgot about that trip. Like we had like 2 days ago on that boat with the things. I'm gonna stay right here with him, and I'm gonna go pull everybody else down, like Corgath and Rupert.
Okay.
I just want to kind of go up there and be like, hey, can you guys come here for a few minutes? I
For
don't
a
know if
few
he's right.
for a few moments, Nag, after Armos and Archie go back above decks and it's just Lulu, you feel just a little bit better. But then above decks, you see Archie come up and say that.
Anybody?
What's wrong with him?
Yes?
What? Sorry, I was
Can
thinking.
you guys come check out Nag? I think there's something wrong with him, but I can't quite tell. It might
Yeah,
just be
I'm-
seasickness, but it seems different.
I'm an
It
expert
wasn't
at
seasick
healing.
last time. Well, but you're his friend. You know him. You've spent more time with him than any of us have.
Perhaps I could sing him a song.
We don't want to make it worse.
Well, fine. See if I sing you a song when you're sick.
Promise?
You don't want me to, or you do?
You'll figure it out.
So rude.
Alright, let's go downstairs and look at Snake Boy. The Viper.
You all kind of crowd around Nag. He looks very not good. You know, it's kind of hard to tell because snake biology. But he's sort of draped over the cot. You see piles of unfortunate vomit on the deck floor. And as more people start kind of crowding around you, Nag, that feeling comes back and it gets worse. It's incapacitating, even. The rest of you have never seen Nag sleep, but Nag, you kind of lose sense of reality for a sec. You close your eyes to kind of cast away some of the pain, and when you open them, you start seeing these. You feel compelled to solve it. More show up.
The puzzle of DJ compels you. The puzzle of DJ compels
These
you.
are not the puzzles you're looking for. These are not the puzzles.
Every time you solve one, more start to appear. And more. And
Is
more,
Lowe in the big city again?
and more.
Oh, jeez.
They spiral off. Too many. Too many to ever possibly solve. Spiraling into infinity. In your consciousness. Before you can even solve them all, they go black. And then you wake up. Well, you don't wake up, but you open your eyes. And now you're among them. Look in the bottom left. You hear a voice coming from the northeast. You hear a voice coming from the north. You hear a voice coming from the northeast. The voice is starting to sound familiar. It's Milo. He's saying, Nag. Nag. You hear him to the north. You hear him to the northeast. You hear him right next to you.
Dun dun dun.
Come on. You know what to do, Milo says. Motions to the symbol on the floor. You wake back up and you're still below deck, Snag, and you're incredibly thirsty. While all that was going on, well, you guys saw, for those who hung around,
I think we were all still down there, weren't we? When
you were. Yes, so you were all hanging around Nag, and all you saw was him kind of just drift off. And he's been like that for several hours, for anybody who's hung around down there.
I didn't hang around that long.
I probably didn't either. Vomit
I
and
would've
Rupert don't
stayed
go
up
well
there.
together.
I've been kind of
I would
quiet.
have stayed up there, yeah.
So you went back above decks. Jacko has kind of taken a break from looking at the crystals, and now he seems to be looking off into the distance. When you come back above decks, Korgath, he motions for you to come over.
Man, I'm just popular today. Yep.
Hey, so I don't know if you know this, but I finally got a good look at your necklace, and there's magic in it.
Did not know that. What kind of magic? Good magic? Bad magic?
Well, that's something I was hoping to ask your permission to help ascertain. May I hold it for just a few moments?
Can you fly?
I could, but I don't much feel like it.
Because if you steal my necklace, I will hunt you down.
Oh, believe me, I do not have any intention of being ripped in half today.
Okay. I'll reluctantly let him see it.
Okay. He sort of holds it in both of his hands, and then he looks at you, and he turns to the side and covers up his forehead. And you can kind of tell he's looking at it with his third eye. And then all three of his eyes just go completely wide. Then he turns and excitedly holds it up. I knew I recognized this. This belonged to somebody who was very special to where I came from.
Where was that?
It was a town called Haven in the Greywood Forest. We, after the cities in the skies allegedly fell, it was where a lot of the initial Fae holed up. Of course, it seems that our proximity to the area is what turned us from humans into gnomes and elves and even orcs. We stayed hidden in the Greywood as long as we could. Our attempts to contact the human world were met with fear and derision. And it wasn't until the Red War that a certain group of humans came in and fought among our side. And one of those humans was named Colossus. After the war ended, I was still a child then, but he settled down for a life with one of the orc women in the village. I didn't get to interact with him too much, though. It wasn't long until he and Sheila went back up north to help manage the founding of Hyun. Still, if you're holding it, it means you must be connected with him in some way. How old are you?
Oh, I would say like late 20s, early 30s, 31. Not the best with numbers, little man.
That's alright. It all kind of blurs together after age 100 anyway. He laughs a little.
Yeah, I'll get there one day.
Well, as far as I know, Colossus treasured this and just as much as he treasured Sheila. I know he had offspring, but much like Colossus, they had adventure in their blood, and I don't know where they wound up.
I've had it since I was a kid.
You don't remember anything about the details of your parentage?
Not really. I guess Cecil beat it out of me growing up.
Jacko looks angry. I really hate that man.
You can get in line. not real fond of him either. Because you don't get born with these scars.
He did that to you.
Yeah, the fights, the training, air quotes. Yeah, I mean, all of that. It wasn't fun.
Well, then I guess the only person to ask would be Cecil himself. You could very well be in the bloodline of an ancient hero.
Man, pretty much a hero, so I mean, it makes sense.
Forgive me, I got lost in thought for a second. Well, I do hope that you get the opportunity to find out the truth.
I know when I get really angry, like, these spirits come out, and, like, they've started helping us in battle lately. Like, getting in people's faces and stuff. I don't know, it's really weird. I don't really remember much about them, though, because I'm usually really mad, but...
Yes, I've seen that before. When warriors of your caliber get overcome with emotion, various effects can happen, magical, and they have little to no control over it, or even memory of it. It's like it's a natural reflex for them. If you can do that, then maybe there is something to you being part of Colossus's bloodline.
I don't get so angry, really angry.
No, that is the part of Colossus I remember the most.
And I like kitten stuff.
Yes, Jacko laughs. So did Colossus, and as much as I would like to say it's brutish and unnecessary, he brought balance to the world.
What kind of weapon did he use?
It was a large axe. I think he left it behind when he came back to Haven after the final battle in Dragonfall. He didn't have it.
He just quit fighting? He was just done?
He said he was done.
An axe, huh? Never used an axe before.
I don't know where it could be now. If anywhere, it would be up in Hyon. I do believe that the people up there deified him, in a sense.
Maybe if we survive this, I'll have to go that way.
Indeed.
Is it cold up there?
Most of the year, I believe. It's the elevation difference and the position of it relative to the center of the planet.
You just could have said yes.
Yes. Yes, it's cold.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Maybe you should leave before we get there in case something happens and Cecil could get the rock.
Yes, I do believe that that was the plan, that I'd be taking these to the university for safekeeping for now. I do think that the people of Cyprus would want this back. Who knows how they feel about us now.
We should probably keep it till we're finished with this.
He nods. Crystals like these, they're not like anything that I've seen before. It's even better than the broken replica that you brought me that one time. Even more dense, capable of holding even more information. I could begin, reconstructing something like it, but it wouldn't be as good. Maybe that's what Cecil's trying to do.
I don't know. He's just not a. He's just a bad man.
He's a selfish man. That much is for certain. Well, I'm gonna get back to looking at them and see if I can find out any more secrets.
Okay. Can I have my necklace back?
Oh, yes. Apologies. And he holds it
That's
up to you
okay.
with reverence.
Thanks for what you found out about it.
So, some hours have passed. By the time that you guys got the boat ready to go and were sailing out, the sun had just started to rise. It is now about mid-morning. Nag, you you get done with your little adventure with the grid, and you see Archie next to you. You're incredibly thirsty.
Water. There's... Make a lot of drinking motions. Oh.
Can I find him a big like bucket of water?
Yeah, you find some potable water.
I slurp it up.
You kind of do this feverishly. It's-
Can I have Lulu go get him more water, like another bucket?
Lulu has curled up into a ball on the deck, and she's been snoozing. You wake her,
Oh,
and
she's stop.
she dutifully goes and gets another bucket, a worried expression painted among her face.
Did I notice anything while he was sleeping?
You saw his eyeballs moving rapidly back and forth under his closed eyes.
Must have been the first time you've slept in a very long time.
You've never seen him do it.
Some like a winter hibernation thing.
You can make another medicine check at this point.
Just 1 point better.
So the
Do I think this is something
you
like an illness that he has, or is it just kind of like something else entirely?
well, you know at this point that the symptoms don't match up with seasickness, because he was also muttering during his sleep. You heard him say, "You know what to do," and that was in a different voice.
Where's
Did we all hear
where's
that?
the book?
The book? The book is, as always, in a clasp around his belt.
Was the book doing anything?
You take a closer look at the book now that it occurs to you. It kind of jogs your memory. You haven't heard the book say just about anything since
It's
the
been a
episode
while.
he had back in Dragonfall when you were close to the Red Crystal.
Can I? Is Nag awake at this point? Right?
Uh,
Sure, it's awake-ish.
Barely. He looks like he's going in
Yeah.
and out of whatever's going on.
I want to kind of catch him in a moment of consciousness and be like, "Hey, can I see your book?"
Some shadowy figure is asking to see your heart, Nag.
Why do you want to see that? Kind
I-
of weird.
I think that maybe what's causing this.
Not sure how.
Can I cast detect magic on it? I don't
Yeah.
think I've ever have.
Well, you see a very strange mix of magic going on with the book. You see arcane magic and draconic magic acting together, which itself is not weird. But in this case, it looks like the two forces are fighting amongst each other within the book. And indeed, on a physical level, the book looks like it's trembling.
Can I... Have I ever seen him away from this book? Or does it seem like it's something that he always has to have on him? Or at
You-
least always has on him?
I think that it's never been more than floating next to me since we've been
Well,
together.
Mhm.
Colossus is aware of a time in which it was not on me, but that was very, very briefly.
Yes.
He might not have mentioned it.
I haven't mentioned.
Yeah.
I haven't mentioned a whole lot. I've been kind of distracted.
So you've never seen the book more than, a foot or two away.
The book turned me into a cat out of game. Me and the book don't get along
That's
very well.
amazing. Can I want to tap on the book. Can I tap on the book and be like,
Don't piss
hey,
it off out of gaming.
hey, gently, just kind of hey, can I ask you a question?
You hear a very
And see if
faint.
it answers.
You hear a very faint voice back. This takes a lot of concentration, so make it quick.
What's wrong with Nag?
Nag.
I just want to help him.
Nag is sick, and no, I don't know what's wrong. I'm going in and out of his mind.
So this is you doing this?
This is me trying to stop it from taking him over completely.
How long has this been going on?
Ever since we picked up that white crystal. Come to think of it, I saw something weird when we picked up the green one. But it only got worse after the white one.
This is the ones that have the dragon spirits. Do you think they could be infecting him?
From what I know, the dragons operate on an incredibly mental level. They could be acting upon this world and we wouldn't be seeing any of it. Any more details? I don't remember. Those were taken from me.
When?
When I was created. The only thing I remember from that time is anger and betrayal.
Were you created by a person?
I do not remember. I do know that I was owned by a person named Milo. But whatever secrets I may have contained, those got ripped from me. It was not until we went to Dragonfall that I even found some of my old pages. And they do not paint the prettiest picture. It seems Milo did have contact with, well, a dragon. And many say they do. But the way he wrote about it, it was completely different. Not this ephemeral spiritual experience that most of the clerics now talk about. An actual physical dragon entered his mind and spoke to him.
Do you think the same thing could have happened to Nag?
do believe that perhaps his proximity to the crystals, if they are what the gnome says they are, could be causing this problem, yes.
Are there any... Do I know where all of the crystals are at right now? They're up with Jacko, right?
Yeah, you saw Jacko working with them above decks last you saw them.
I wonder... And they're all above deck and Naga's down below, right?
Yeah, and Lulu's here. Everybody else is above deck.
Hopefully we can, once we get to the land, we can maybe separate him from them. See if that may help improve his condition.
I must return to concentrating. It seems another wave is coming. Back above decks, Camellia approaches Rupert. Hey.
Oh, hello, fair lady. What can I do for you?
Yes. I was hoping if you could tell me a little more about that, couple that pals around with Cecil.
Oh, the bastard and his lady.
Yes.
Is that Camellia or the?
That is Camellia.
What's up,
yeah.
girl? How you doing?
I haven't gotten art of her, but that's close enough.
How you doing, girl?
Ask away. I'm an open book, you could say.
It seems he knows you.
That he does. He foolishly challenged me to a duel of musics, which he of course lost. And naturally he has a grudge to make up for his failures. He tends to overcompensate quite a bit.
Why would he be working with Cecil?
I don't know, revenge? He needs to power up with somebody quite powerful in order to defeat someone like me.
You ever seen him do anything supernatural? I don't mean regular magic, but things like reanimating the dead?
Oh, yes, of course, he does that all the time. We stopped him, though. Don't worry. Archie about had a heart attack when she saw what he was doing. She told us never disturb the dead, and we would not cross her, let me tell you.
Yes. He does seem a bit irreverent in certain ways.
He's a bit of a dick, yes.
Do you think he'll be with Cecil now?
Probably. I don't know. Birds of a feather tend to flock together.
What about his wife? Hilda, I think her name is?
Oh, yes. Sorry, I forgot her name. I forget names of unimportant people. But yes, she is a fool. She's a bit of a plank, you could say.
It occurs to me, Smiley never actually, out of game, Smiley never actually told Rupert.
Yeah,
everything.
That's why I'm playing it off like that. I have no idea.
Smiley pipes up. Well, actually, I went for a dance with, Hilda. Camellia kind of does like a double take, like, what? Yeah, I went dancing with her, yar, and, we got some alone time, and, too much grog. I was dancing with Vanessa, and we went to get some alone time and talked with Hilda. But yar, she did say a lot. She, seemed to be drinking quite a bit. Kinda let slip that, they may not be completely allied with Cecil. They may be, allied with a higher power. Camellia kinda furrows her brow. What do you mean by that? Yar, well, she was quite drunk, but she did mention, trying to go down to the Endless River. And, there she met, well, Death himself. And, she and Gorix wound up working for him. And so, I think she might be just trying to make sure Cecil doesn't break any of the rules. Camellia looks a bit flummoxed, like she doesn't quite know what to do with this information, but nods. Well, perhaps we may be able to get away without dealing with them directly.
Oh, you don't say, do you?
Well, if they're really just trying to make sure that Cecil doesn't break any of Death's rules, why would they hang around if Cecil was about to be taken in?
Probably to try to enact their revengeful plot on me, the man who, well, quite frankly, embarrassed him. Multiple times, I might add.
I don't doubt that he's a prideful son of a bitch.
He is a son of a bitch, I can tell you that.
Well, someone like him, he's not going to be able to resist some kind of grand exit. Hopefully it works in our favor.
I have the utmost confidence that it will.
At this point, the sun is about halfway through the sky. Let's see. Archie, were you doing something? I'm sorry.
No, I was just kind of gonna sit down there, maybe pour through my general knowledge and see if I could think of anything to do.
Okay. Make another medicine check.
Just trying to look at like some of my spells that I have and just kind of general knowledge of curses and such.
With your medicine check, you know for a fact that this is not a mundane physical illness. It doesn't line up with any of the draconic curses you know. It doesn't line up with any of the arcane curses you know. Nor any of the diseases.
Maybe taking notes. Discovery for science. But that'll be kind of just that. And, maybe. No, I think that should just be it.
Nag, you're incredibly hungry.
Bird.
If no one starts getting me food, I send my snake for food.
Archie, you do hear somebody asking for food. You hear him asking for food.
Okay. Can I pull out? I'm gonna awkwardly pull out the snake jerky and then put it back in my pocket. If we maybe have something better for him. Or
You do
suitable.
know that there are some more prepared meals on the other side, below decks, further down.
I'll if Lulu's not there, I'll go. I'll let him know. I'll give him some water before I leave, and then I'll go get him some.
All right. So once you leave, Nag, you're eyes flutter open. And, everything seems a bit green. You need some fresh air.
I stand up and walk upstairs.
Alright, people above decks. Nag has come above deck. Nag, when you come above deck, you see that the sky is green. The water is green. Everything around you is green. Floating amongst the water, you see hundreds of thousands of journal pages floating on the surface of the water.
They're here,
You want them?
everywhere. I do. I make for the pages.
You just jump off the deck?
Oh yeah, going for the pages. So many pages.
People above decks, you see Nag beelining for the side.
Hmm.
Okay. As
Wow.
What is he doing?
Looks like he's going for a swim.
and
Does
nobody,
he know how to swim?
And nobody tries to stop you, and you plunge.
I guess we'll find
Underwater.
out.
You guys see Nag step off the side of the boat.
We might want to stop. Captain. Smiley, stop the boat. Slow us down. Snake thing overboard. Snake man overboard.
Nag, you're floating under the water.
Hello.
Hey, we're doing D&D.
You're floating
Oh, my bad.
further
I
and
didn't
far.
realize. Leaving by.
You sink further and further down amongst all the pages. You finally don't feel quite as bad. You feel kind of alright, actually.
Has he not come up at all?
I do a terrible job at grabbing at the pages.
He, just hit the water, and you do not manage to grab any of the pages on your way down. They seem to actively avoid your fingers.
Slippery because they're wet.
Then, in front of you, see a figure materialize. It's upside down, but you can make out scales, you can make out a tail, and eyes. You see it has no mouth, and immediately your mind comes back to the dream that you had. You orient yourself to match the figure. It, stares at you for a bit. You don't see any emotion on its face, but you feel a sense of apology about it. Hello, Nag, my child.
Hello. Trying to get these pages.
Yes, I know. You had a lot taken from you. I had always wondered how this meeting would go. My name is Lania, and I am not physically here right now. I'm being projected. from that crystal that is on the decks right now. Her voice soothes you quite a bit. Nag, have you ever wondered why you've never seen any of your other types around? You've been the only fae that has turned into a snake.
I used to wonder a lot, but not so much since I've had Milo.
Well, it's because the history of your species is painful, to say the least. There are more like you, but they're still asleep beneath the waves. I can see that our intention for you was successful. You don't seem to be having any pain or negative repercussions from me contacting you like this. Still, I should not take too many risks. All of a sudden you hear Milo's voice pop up in your head, Nag. Do not trust her. She is one of them.
Start to look around. Like, I know where the voice comes from, but I start to try and take in my surroundings.
You're upside down in the water. Curiously, you don't feel the need to breathe. Linnea looks saddened. Trust me, I know that you have plenty of reasons to distrust me. But maybe this is something that I can help fix. You see that the two gnomes that you've been seeing throughout your journey materialize on either side of her. And they start to morph and change. That would be these two.
One's red, one's blue.
Yep. They turn into small little serpents, like the one in her hand. They swim around in the water, and each of them has a journal page in their mouths. Milo kind of goes quiet and trembles in your pouch, and by his own volition comes out of your pouch and opens up. The serpents gingerly come and place the pages in. All of a sudden you're filled with memories of somebody from long ago. Somebody was sitting in a jail cell. There was a dragon on the other end of the cell. A red one. One that was offering him power and knowledge and everything he wanted. Told him that the dragon he was currently serving was going to betray him. but he didn't accept the offer. And the red dragon left him in the cell. You get the sense that Linnea is overwhelmingly sad.
Why do these events affect you?
Because we tried to be gods, and we made a mess of things. And none of us can agree on the right way forward. So we sneak around in the darkness, we stab each other in the back, we undermine each other and undo each other's efforts. As you might imagine, to a creature with several thousand years of lifespan, it's easy to see your kind as little more than insects. When you become whole, when you get the last of your memories back, then I should be able to tell you more. Until then, I must be cautious. It looks like I've already caused you quite a bit of bodily harm. She reaches out and touches your forehead. You feel a burning sensation for a slight moment, and then it goes away. You were made to continue our lineage. I hope that this is our last folly. The man that you currently hunt, he has the last pages of your journal. We'll talk again when you are made whole. And then you'll have a decision to make. Alright, about 6 seconds have passed above decks after Nag just walked off the edge.
Does
Big
it look
man?
like he knows how to swim?
You don't see him come back up.
Do I see air bubbles?
You make a perception.
Oh yeah, where's my character? Oh, I've got the. Hang on, there we go.
Dory.
Oh, that was with advantage. Sorry, the first one was a 17 though.
Yeah, you can see the air bubbles where Nag is.
He's all right. It's just it.
I think you might need to go jump in there and get him. He's not swimming.
Meanwhile, down below, I'm just making him a nice tray, you know. If we can find like a mouse on the ground, cat.
Well, that cat catches most of the mice.
I'll inspire you. Go, go, go.
Fine. Cannonball!
And I sing to him. I just sing,
Don't
just
you
keep
do it.
swimming. Just keep
Don't
swimming.
you do it. I'm gonna jump in after his ass.
Alright. You look where you saw the bubbles, and you see Nag just kind of floating upside down.
That's definitely not how you. Oh hell, I don't even know if I know how to swim.
You do. You don't have to make a check or anything to swim.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run over and gonna grab him, like fucking Baywatch style, David Hasselhoff style, and start going back up.
Why is he
Nag, you
moving
feel
so
something
slowly?
pulling
I
you
don't-
away from Lania. Back above the water. That sense,
What's happening?
that sense
Wait,
of, it seems your friends have come for you. If you make yourself whole, Nag, we'll meet each other again. That
what in the
source
hell
of,
are you doing? What are you upside down in the water for? You're making me have to get all wet.
it's just a shadowy figure that has hold of you, Nag, and it's pulling you towards the
Ah.
surface. As Linnea disappears into nothingness.
Damn it.
I'd let myself be dragged.
We've got a rope.
After some finagling and some fast swimming, you do manage to bring Nag aboard. Nag, you're suddenly feeling better. And you're not quite as nauseous, at least. But even though you don't really sleep, you still feel like you need to lay down.
What in the hell?
Um,
What's that?
the rest of you see Korgath drag Nag back up onto the deck.
Supposed to stay on the boat to get where we're going.
There was
No. You just jumped right in the water for nothing. There wasn't nothing down there. Just you upside down.
I look over the edge of the boat, like out. I assume no more pages.
You don't see any of the pages. You don't see Linnea. You don't see the gnome twins, nor the small serpents they turned into.
I mean, there wasn't nothing. You just. Have you been day? Were you day drinking?
Had some water.
Were you sure it was water, not alcohol?
I don't remember much.
Well,
Tired.
let's not jump off the boat anymore. Deal?
Sure.
Okay. Just say something to one of us and before you do it, and we'll help you if there's something down there that we can see too. Just don't go jumping in the boat off the boat again. What if nobody had seen you?
I pat Korgath on the shoulder, and then head for my bunk again.
As you pass by Jacko, the green crystal floats up into the air and starts making its way towards your pack.
Did anybody see this?
Oh yeah, you guys see this.
What?
I catch it, and then I put it in the bag.
What?
And then I keep walking.
Jacko does attempt to grab it, but it looks like something repels his grab. And then now it's in your pouch, and you keep walking.
What in the damn hell, Bobby?
Once you're alone, you feel a strange itching on your forehead, neck.
I scratch the itch.
There's a hole in your forehead.
There's a what?
There's
I search for some sort of water/mirror contraption.
You look at your reflection. You see that without you doing anything with it, it's not even visible. But when you put your finger up there on your forehead between your eyes, there's a small slit that you can kind of dig your finger into a bit.
I poke at it, and
Doesn't-
while looking at my reflection.
It
What
doesn't
the-
hurt. Just feels like a natural part of your body.
Hell is... I apparently need some sleep. or rest. I go lay back down. Be like, I'll figure this out tomorrow.
And even though you don't technically need sleep, your body seems to welcome laying down and dozing off for a while.
So when we land, we'll be landing. You said a day and a half, so we'll be landing tomorrow, like at afternoon time.
Yeah, Armos says, looking a little bit disturbed.
And how far you think it'll? That's okay. Just how far you? How far will we be from Bavo once we land?
Well, we're gonna land at Babol,
Hmm.
at a
Well,
small secret port that some of my friends help upkeep. Should still be
Mhm.
there. Use it for avoiding a few taxation issues.
How far till we need to get where we're going once we land? So many
You're-
other damn life stories today. I tell you what.
From what Camellia said, you're looking for that small podunk town near Morden. Should be probably about 6 hours on land if you got your mount.
You got any means of burning some, like a campfire tonight, where we won't burn the ship down? Gonna need some ashes.
Well, yeah, we mostly use oil lamps here, though, but I think we have a bit of firewood in the reserves.
Okay. I'm gonna need to start a fire, so there'll be some ash for us in the morning. For me.
I see.
Thanks. I'm just gonna go to bed after I say that. I'm not gonna tell them why I need it. I'm just gonna get a fire going, so there'll be a little ash in the morning.
Kitchens probably use actual fire cooking, I'd
I need
imagine.
a fire. I don't need cooking from a kitchen. I need
No,
some
I
wood.
mean, yeah, that's probably the safest place on a wooden boat to light a fire.
Anyway, I just gotta get ready.
Lulu is cooking away in the kitchen for dinner. She makes everybody a nice meal. As nice as can be, given that all she had to work with was salt pork. It's at least pretty good salt pork.
It's my favorite meat. I'm gonna eat and go to bed.
Ditto.
The rest of the trip passes by mostly without incident.
I'm gonna sleep up on top of the deck so I can wake up at first light.
And first light comes.
I'm gonna get awake and just
Yep.
be watching for land.
Eventually you hear Armos call out, "Aye, land ho." Looks like it's still there.
There's no way to talk about Mr. Smiley.
Yar.
You navigate in to a secluded little dock tucked away where you would least expect it. Now, DM has to use the bathroom real quick.
All right.
Take it 5.
Makes me want to dance a jig. Korgot's gonna get his ashes and kind of go off to the side and get ready.
All right.
Before we leave, Korgot's gonna get ready with his ashes.
So you go and collect.
War painting up.
You apply your war paint.
And I just take the shoulder guard off. Won't need this where we're going.
You see a whole bunch of scars on Gorgath's shoulder.
You
Don't listen
really
to
have to have kind of dodge more.
Don't listen to what people say about me. I might be a little more known here than I've been other places.
Nag, when you open your eyes,
Don't believe all the stories.
Mm-hmm.
you feel fine. You're a bit uneasy because you do remember everything that happened, and that slit is still there in your forehead. You don't feel sick anymore.
Yeah. I get up and did the food ever make it to the room?
Yeah, I bought a cat for it. I found you a mouse.
Yeah. I assume that was left there for me, so I pick it up and eat the mouse. And head upstairs. Find
Both
everybody
kinda
else.
gathered around the gangplank. At this point, the boat's been moored across the deck. You see Korgath has rubbed some ash across himself in intricate designs.
Do I know where we're at? Have I been here before? Have I seen this place?
The countryside looks familiar. You didn't get out of the fighting pits much, but on your journey with Nag out of them, you saw rolling hills and such, very similar to what you're seeing now.
We're close.
Once Armos has set up the gangplank, he motions for everybody to go on about the dock. Yar, this is probably as far as I go. I ain't got my sea legs. I've already been close enough to death. Look,
When you need your land legs to leave the boat.
look. You guys done right by me. You saved my life. Once you're done, whatever it is y'all set yourself out to do, come see me. I'm thinking I might not need the Golden Lady much longer.
Okay, hey, Mom. I don't know if she's gonna float that much longer either, but okay.
Don't you worry, we'll be sure to come back. Always wanted to be a seaboat captain.
Yeah. Seaboat captain, hotel owner, man, they're just moving on up in the world.
That I am.
I was talking about us, not just you. Us. How long does inspiration last?
Until you use it, but you can only have one at a time.
Cool, I've got an inspiration.
Lasts like 10 minutes, I believe.
Oh,
So
you're
it's gone.
Bardic
Yeah.
inspiration, right.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take a deep breath of my home air and walk off the boat.
Feels quite familiar. Armos smiles. Ah, looks like that raven I sent wasn't so useless after all. See a human man riding up and roped to his saddle. You see about 6 horses in tow with him. He rides up and dismounts and immediately just starts cussing at Armos. You fucking fur bag calling in a favor like that in the middle of the night with a raven. It fucking hit me right in the fucking head and I was trying to sleep and... He quiets, raises his hands. Jack, you know you owe me a favor. You can call us even. Get your ass out of here before I change my mind. The human scowls and cuts loose the saddled horses. Rides off. Ramos does a little bow and goes back below decks. You now have mounts.
Do
Well,
we have to
these
share?
aren't
Do we
sand.
each have our own?
There's enough to hold all of you. Camellia turns to Jocko. She says, "Alright, it's time for you to take that white crystal far away from here. Doesn't seem like we're going to be able to do anything about the green for now." Casts a glance at Nag's pouch. Jocko looks at Nag, kind of nods, bundles up the white crystal. You see him kind of turn into a sparrow and fly off north.
Did we give him the green? But wait, oh shit.
The green one kind of launched itself into Nag's pack, and whenever anybody tried to grab it, it repelled their grab.
Feel like we're taking a stake into the lion's den.
Whatever the case may be, if anybody other than Nag goes near his pouch, they just find themselves not really able to reach for it.
Nag. What
Yeah.
the hell?
Take the others with us, or do we leave?
Oh, I forgot I even had that.
What is what?
Yeah, I
What?
don't know. I shrug. I find a lady horse to ride.
Yep. You mount on
And-
a beautiful-looking palomino.
And I pat it and I be like, "You look like a Lania." Yeah. And then I climb aboard.
It accepts your presence readily.
Y'all coming or stand there and whittle your opposable thumbs?
Oh, I'm going home.
Let's go.
I find the biggest looking horse.
You mount up.
Regulators, mount up!
And you ride off towards that old podunk town the fighting pits were. Camellia rides up alongside you guys. So, was this place heavily guarded?
He's got some security.
Don't suppose the prisoners would help us out much, would they?
I don't know. No. We always got along, but I've been gone for a while, so I don't know. I don't know if he's got some new stock in or what. I used to know the ones that were there. Be hard to say, for sure.
Alright. You don't
We
know
used
if
to
he'll
fight
be there
against
or
it.
not.
No, I mean we left him behind. I don't know if he'll be back or not.
She frowns. Can't really read a man like that, although I do suspect he might have delegated the task of clearing that fighting pit out before we got here to somebody else. Still, if we can get there in fast enough time, we might be able to curtail any of his efforts to hide the evidence.
I mean, I'm pretty good evidence myself.
It's not about one person saying it, it's about several more we have, the better.
Let's just kill him. We won't have to worry about it.
She bites her lip. Well, we'll see. When we get there, I'll do my best to create a distraction. You should go in. Try and free anybody who's trapped in there. And bring them out alive.
We'll see.
You ride into the late afternoon until you finally come across a familiar sight, Korgath. You see a small, unassuming building on the outskirts of a tiny little town. The town itself looks abandoned, but this building in particular, you remember it. This was how you got out of the pits.
This is where we came out when we had our day out and Nag and I escaped. This
Really?
tiny little building right here, yeah.
Camellia
I
looks
remember.
around. I suppose the structure must be mostly underground.
Yeah.
Everything looks abandoned, and the door to the building is slightly ajar.
Did
Do
the
we-
door be open?
Do we want to look and see? Like, is there anybody around? Can I see anybody around?
You don't see any movement. You do hear, though, you hear a lot of stuff happening below.
I hear a lot of stuff. Y'all hear that going on underneath us?
Sounds like a lot of movement and heavy footfalls.
I wonder if this is how he's clearing out his evidence. Should we go investigate it?
Probably.
Yes.
Alright, I will ride around and look for other exits. Make sure nothing slips by us. Good luck in there. You, approach the door. You open it, you see familiar stairs down. Korgath.
So it begins. You ready to go home, Nag?
This was more your home. I wasn't here that long. But maybe we can do some more good. Like that elf dad and daughter that we helped that day.
I don't recall that.
Mhm.
Okay, let's.
So stick yourselves on the south end there.
Get my neck a good. Gonna crack the neck and the knuckles and head in. Go ahead and pull my sword out.
Alright. So what you see in front of you immediately is a large gate. Korgath, you know that leads to the arena proper. You hear growling to the west, and you hear a human voice.
Do I recognize the voice?
Make a perception.
Let's turn advantage off.
That kind of sounds like Jimmy.
The guard, right? He was a guard.
Yeah, he was the guard.
Hey, that sounds like Jimmy down there. He was like one of the people that was kind of cool to me nice to me while we were here.
Isn't he the one that helped us get what we asked for?
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't kill him.
He seemed more of a man of circumstance than desire to be
But
here.
he was always pretty loyal to Cecil too.
I agree. We should maybe do our best not to have to.
Does the growl sound familiar?
You fought whatever is making that growl. You fought it before. Make a. What are you good at?
Everything. I'm a master. Animal. Good at land vehicles. Performance. Animal handling. I'm good at animal handling. If it's an animal, I'm proficient in animal handling.
Do animal handling with advantage. Because you've heard this before. That's the growl of a owlbear. That's one of the things they had you fight before.
Oh, that's an owlbear. They're nasty. They're not fun to fight.
The gate in front of you is closed. The growling in the human voice is coming from the west.
And basically, up on the map's north.
Yeah.
And like, this is the gate right here.
No, sorry. The gate is right there. It's that thing.
Okay. And that's where the growling's coming from?
No, the growling is coming from the west.
Okay, so over here somewhere.
Yes.
Okay.
Peek around.
Man, they keep animals in cages down here, and I wouldn't think they would just let an owlbear out to run around. Have y'all ever fought an owlbear before? Ever seen an owlbear?
It sounds like an owl and a bear. Is it the size of an owl or the size of a bear?
The size of a bear.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Yeah, they're not fun, and they've sharp teeth and beaks and claws. They're terrible. I don't recommend it. But I won because I'm still here. We probably don't want to go straight ahead because that will put us in the arena. So I suggest we actually walk towards the sound of the voice and the growling. He's probably just feeding it. Or getting it ready to go up into the pits to fight. Either way, I still don't think we should go into the actual pit. Thoughts?
Makes sense. There wasn't really a whole lot of ways out of the pit.
No, only one way in, one way out. So, all right, let's go. Fearless leader?
Isn't that you?
I guess it is now. Fuck it.
Today you are. You know this more than we do.
I'm gonna hug this northern wall. Everybody's following behind.
Mm-hmm.
And when I get here, can I kind of peek around the corner?
Yep, peek around and make a stealth check while you do.
Oh, damn it!
So the scene that you see when you peek around the corner, you see Jimmy in the
Where's
hallway
Jimmy? Oh,
at the very north end, kind of retreating back into the hallway, his sword held out as he is being threatened by 2 hellhounds and an owlbear bigger than the one that you had to fight before.
are they looking at him?
Well, when you peek around the corner, you manage to clang your sword up against the wall and catch their attention. And now they're looking at you. They round away from Jimmy and start advancing on you. I'm gonna
go into a rage, and I'm just gonna yell out, "What the hell, Jimmy!" And I'm gonna take off running towards the owlbears because fuck it.
All right, let's roll initiative.
Me.
Woo! Oh. Damn, that owlbear rolled a 22, son of a bitch. Woo! Me and that owlbear about to go down. Mm.
All right.
Oof.
It's the season of initiative rolls, apparently, for the monsters. So one of the hounds.
When they noticed me, could I have just advanced, started moving? Like when I peeked around the corner and made the noise and they spun around, could I just said fuck it and took off running?
No.
Kill him.
So he's got plenty of movement. So he immediately charges up at you. And,
At least I did almost into a rage.
you did manage to go into a rage, at least.
Fucking eyes just went red.
It's gonna run up to Korgath, and we're gonna do. 2 bites.
My AC went up, guys.
Is it actually gonna do it? Okay, it is in there.
How big is the owlbear? Like, oh yeah, that hits.
It's pretty big.
The second one misses. First one hits. Fire! Fucking fire damage.
So it bites you, and where it bites you, you feel the burning of flame against your flesh.
Hate these things! So 14 damage.
Yes, so 5 plus 9 is 4. Yep, 14.
Damn.
And Korgath, it's your turn.
I'm gonna hit him back.
That's going to miss.
Hit him again.
That's going to hit. You give that hellhound a good smack.
Bad doggy!
He goes, yipe, 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 yipe.
What the hell, Jimmy?
Jimmy looks mostly terrified, honestly. And though he does hear you, he doesn't really respond.
Better be happy I liked you. I'm not moving. I'm not gonna let him get an attack of opportunity on me.
Okay. Now it's the Dire Alber's turn. And he can actually make his way up like this. So this owlbear is much bigger, and it has sort of purple feathers as opposed to the brown feathers of the one that you fought before, Korgath. It's also
This one's-
frothing at the beak a bit.
This is a small one. They're usually much bigger than this. The one I fought was way bigger. Way bigger.
Perception. I think that'd be insight.
Oh yeah. The other one. Yeah, makes sense. Sure. Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
must be
they're huge.
This must be a baby owlbear, you think?
Yeah, this one will be a piece of cake. I'm an inside. I'm thinking, motherfucker, we're screwed.
So it's going to do its attack. It's going to peck once at Nag. 16.
Ow.
While absent in the last fight, you notice that the spirits are a little more active. This fight go around they've got some purpose, and he only takes 2 damage, or from the physical part.
Wait, did you hit the owlbear?
No, but every round I can use my reaction to reduce the
yeah.
damage by 2d6.
So that is 16 minus 6, so 10 damage to you, Nag.
All right.
And then it's going to do 2 claw attacks on Korgath.
Oh god. That misses. The second one hits. Thank God for 1 on the necrotic, so 7 damage.
And Neg.
Should have just went for.
I cast Armor of Agus on myself.
Nice. Not familiar with that one.
That's a good spell.
Yeah. Stay within his reach, but yeah, I move over there. Really, all I can do. So, yep, that's it.
Okay. Rupert.
All right, actually, hold on. I moved there. No.
Okay, Rupert.
How tall are these ceilings?
These are... You're underground. These are about 20 feet ceilings.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Let's see here. Do the hellhounds, do they look like they're on fire, or it's just their maw is fiery?
They look fiery. Do a knowledge nature. Given that you see that they look a bit fiery, they don't seem that bothered by fire.
Gotcha. Makes sense. Okay. I'm going to move here. And then, let's see. If I can find my ruler. I don't know where it is anymore. Did they move it?
They changed the icon and they've actually upgraded it a bit.
It's the circle
kinda
with
cool.
the line at this.
Oh, okay. I see now.
And
Yeah.
you can snap it, or you can just do whatever with it.
Yeah, they've done some cool stuff with it.
Boy, Colossus, why'd you have to stand there?
Don't you be fireballing!
I'm not gonna fireball you, but... Well, crap.
Hey, I'm still doing pretty good. I've only lost like 20,000 hit points already.
I will go ahead and cast Dissonant Whispers on the Owlbear. So he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Nope.
Ah.
Need a natural 20.
It's trying to roll. There it goes.
Oh!
So, and then he has to use his reaction to move away from me.
Okay. He moves. What's his movement again? 40. So.
And I'm gonna duck around the corner. But that will also provoke attacks of opportunity.
It sure will. So he moves out of Nag's threat range and Korgath's threat range. So
Like,
attacks
how
of
big
opportunity.
would you consider
He's a large creature.
large?
Yeah.
So, like, if I was to try to grapple him, I would have, what, disadvantage or couldn't do it?
Let's see.
I mean, I could look
In
at
previous editions, there's like a size bonus.
And I think that's the case in 5e.
that. I've got this brand new player handbook. Let me look at
You cannot grapple something 2 or more sizes larger than you.
Well, I would
And
be
so-
medium.
And
So
so,
large would
you
just be
can
one
attempt to
size.
grapple the owlbear, yeah, with no negatives.
You just might, the owlbear itself might have a bonus or something, potentially.
But you don't get bonus actions. I've already used my bonus action, so I'm just going to swing at him with the sword. Fuck it.
Oh yeah, you already used your reaction.
That probably doesn't hit him.
Yeah, you already used your reaction, so you can't actually even do that.
Yeah.
But it would
That's
have
right.
missed anyway.
Damn
Um,
it, Colossus.
Wait,
Um,
I cut the damage down on Mag. I mean, I
Just kidding.
I mean,
Nope.
I would have missed anyway.
I missed.
Okay.
Yep.
This hellhound's turn.
I'm a very
This guy.
defensive style tank.
He's got all the movement in the world.
No shit. I need that kind of movement. Where's the haste at?
And he's gonna go
Here,
up to.
puppy.
Actually, he's gonna go up to Korgath here.
Ah.
So working alongside his Hellhound buddy, he has advantage on his attack rolls due to pack tactics. Yep.
So it makes no difference if I go reckless.
So that's 2 bites on Korgath.
That hits. Oh my. Ow.
All right, so that's looking like 7 plus. And then
Oh, wait a
so-
minute.
So 7 plus 5 plus 11 is
5 is 12 plus
23.
11 is
looks
23.
like 23 damage.
I think Archie is trying to say that she turns it into a normal hit.
Yeah, that was with turning it into a normal hit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, they would have both still hit. The second one would have still hit. So 23 damage.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of Archie, it is Archie's turn.
I want to do.
You've seen Korgoth before be all whiny and shit, but he's not even flinching right now.
He's
not
always
even-
whining.
He's not even acting like he's hurt.
I want to do a secret flame on the number 2.
Okay.
Which is not fire damage.
That was
Whoa.
with advantage, but the unadvantaged roll was 18 plus 2 plus 3 is the 23.
Well, it does nothing.
So it hops out of the way of the flame that Archie calls forth.
And that's it.
And first Hellhound gets to go again. Working alongside its friend. It's gonna bite at Korgath twice.
That hits.
Alright.
They both hit.
So 17 plus 13 equals 30 damage to you, Korgath.
Gonna be dead.
And Korgath, it's your turn.
Fuckers have it. Oh, I don't want to give that owlbear advantage though. But I'm just gonna hit number 1 again.
Okay.
Have you raged yet?
Yeah, I'm
he's
in a
raged.
rage. I've been taking half
Okay.
damage this whole time, but I have taken a shit ton of damage.
Alright, that second one hits. Oof. You do manage to take a pretty good chunk out of this hound. Number 1 is kind of limping a bit, looking like it's pretty injured. And it's the owlbear's turn. The owlbear can move through. Can't move there. So what it's gonna do is it's gonna run up here, and we're gonna do contested athletics nag.
How long does Dissonant Whispers last?
I believe it's just my. It makes him
It's just one.
reaction to run away, but I don't.
Okay.
I think it goes away.
Okay,
It's
just
not a
one.
persistent fear effect.
Okay. Sure.
So we'll do contested athletics.
Sure. I'm good at that.
Alright, it pushes you back once. And then it's going to attack you once with a claw and once with a beak.
Do it. Where's my AC? I'm sure they sure does. So let me see.
Spirits
Hold
will
on.
do-
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Hold on. It's fine. So actually, you can go for it.
Yeah, I'll reduce the
Fine.
damage on the second one.
Sure.
Yeah, they're doing so good tonight.
So-
You boys are
No,
doing great.
it's fine. It goes into my 20 temporary hit points. So he hits me for the 10 the first time. He takes 20 cold damage.
Okay.
Then he hits me for, what is that, 8 second time.
Mm-hmm.
He takes another 20 cold damage. And I still have temporary hit points left.
So
Agatha's strong.
it hits you,
It's great when they don't break it.
Yeah.
and then you see the ice shards kind of like come out of Agatha's armor and crash into its beak and claw. And it gives a confused and loud screech.
It would have if you didn't use that, yeah. So it's essentially got one more. I have a little bit left. So that was what, 10 and 8, so it's got 2 more hit points, but it does full damage every time it happens.
Right, it's really sweet. That's why I was hoping it didn't break it. So I mean,
Yeah.
it'll do 60
Yeah.
points before it's all said and done.
Yeah.
I mean, I might be
So that's why I was hoping one of them hellhounds would hit me. That's okay. It was smart and did the pack tactics thing.
Yeah,
my
pack
turn.
tactics were nice.
Okay. What can I will I'm going to I don't think my little button is set up for this spell, but I cast Shocking Grasp.
It's a dex save from the owlbear, right?
I don't remember if it was a touch or if it's a dex save. It's like a
So, I think it's a touch attack.
I think
Melee.
it's
I
yeah.
think it is. I think you have to
That's
touch
it.
them to
I'm
actually
pulling,
grasp them.
Make a melee spell attack, yeah, so it's a spell attack.
Yeah. Okay, so roll 1d 20 plus I'm proficient with all that, so 4 plus 7. Oh yeah.
You do not manage to grab onto the raging, screeching owlbear.
I will.
We need to get rid of one of these hellhounds. They
I
better terrors.
I will use my bonus action to Misty Step. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. Go right here.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Rupert.
I will poke my little head around the corner and assess the situation, specifically how Korgath is looking.
Gorgath, how are you looking?
Looking rough as fuck, but Korgath's not his usual self. He's not moaning and groaning.
It's okay, Korgath. Just let it happen, okay? Let it happen, and I cast Polymorph on him and turn him into a T-Rex.
It's a motherfucking T-Rex. I almost took polymorph once today.
What the fuck?
Alright. So, Tyrannosaurus Rex.
As he's turning into one, you just like.
Which is conveniently 15 to 20 feet tall, according to the fossil record. Oh, and I'm gonna move back a little bit further, as far as I can.
Not only am I a T-Rex, I am a raging T-Rex.
Alright, let's see if
And I just posted your abilities classes.
Oh,
The
nice.
T-Rex
Thank you, Rupert.
Oh, and
Is
I
it
can
in-
get you the stats if you need.
Is it in the handbook?
It's in the.
The monster manual, I think.
I actually
have
just
let me
loaded it
just link.
in here. Let me
Oh,
just,
there you go. You can just give it to.
That's the link for the stat block.
Yeah.
Big old sack of hit point.
Yeah. Alright. So, Rupert focuses on a spell, and all of a sudden, Korgath is now a reptilian creature, like of which you've never seen.
And he has this great big head and these little bitty arms. What am I supposed to do with them?
All right, you should have a T-Rex in your journal section now, Korgath.
I'm super excited. This is a whole new world for me.
Oof, those damage numbers. All
Good
right.
stuff.
This is the Hellhound's turn. The
Do I have
Hellhound-
136 hit points now?
Extra.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is separate from your normal.
It's like it's like a druid.
Yeah.
shape.
Yes, it's exactly like a druid.
Okay.
Mhm.
I've been playing a druid in my other session, so I'm versed in that.
In fact, if you're the shape-changing druid, then eventually
I
you
am.
could just turn into this. I think.
I am.
Yeah,
Morrow
like-
does not even know what he's up against.
Mhm. Well, it's going to
Right.
try and bite at the new T-Rex that just showed up, and it's going to do that twice.
Now, I can keep, from what I've before you do it, I've read that I can choose whether I want to use the armor class that I have or when I'm a druid, I can either take the animal or my basic armor class.
Polymorph says you assume, I believe, all the
Yeah.
stats, so you would have
Okay.
a 13 AC.
Okay.
Yep.
I just wanted to make sure. Okay.
Mhm.
So 2 bites on the
Uh,
T-Rex.
Yep, those both hit.
So raging while a T-Rex. Will the physical damage resistance apply? I'm gonna go with no. Let me make sure that that has a basis in something. Polymorph plus Barbarian Rage. Let's see. While under the effect of the Polymorph spell, you do not have access to class features. So no, you don't have your Rage anymore, so you don't have your resistance to physical damage.
The motherfucking T-Rex.
So you take, as a T-Rex,
A
looks
lot.
like
I've
you
already
take
done it.
21 plus
I'm
29.
down.
That's 40 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Archie.
Holy shit. That's a motherfucking T-Rex.
Yeah.
I changed my whole turn. Let me do a Toll the Dead on the owlbear.
Wisdom save. Here we go. Does that make it?
Yes, it does.
So it is too focused on trying to secure its next meal. And it completely
That's
ignores the bell that comes down for it. Let's see, is this Hellhound's turn? Thinking that a snake is probably a bit better of a morsel than the giant dinosaur. It's gonna go on Nag twice.
Now, do I get a Oh, you're.
No, I'm not moving.
It's Hellhound 1. Okay,
Yeah.
the Nag's up there now.
Because he missed his steps.
So
Would it
let's
still
see.
have advantage?
Yeah, it has pack tactics because it's next to the other Hellhound.
Okay, I can never remember if it's next to or flanking for 5e.
It's within 5 feet.
Yeah.
It should just be within 5 feet of a friend as opposed to
Yep.
flanking with a friend. I see. Okay. Well, so I take from the first hit 17 points, and it takes 20 of cold damage. I don't know if it's vulnerable to that.
It does not look like it's particularly vulnerable to
Okay.
it, but
So that's
it's not looking great. After the shards fly out and dig into its skin, it's limping very heavily and looking quite wounded.
okay. All right.
Is the armor gone now?
Yes, the armor's gone now.
Okay. Mr. T-Rex, what's up?
I mean, you're gonna hear like the Jurassic Park. and we're gonna go multi-attack on. We're gonna bite Hellhound 1,
Okay.
which is a +10 to hit.
Yeah.
Please crit.
That hits.
Yes.
And that is gonna be 4d12 plus 7.
Yeah. So you eat that hellhound for lunch? Like you just see the hellhound get devoured.
And like, can I direct my tail? Can I hit the owlbear with my tail attack?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to the owlbear for the tail attack.
Okay.
That's another.
But you don't manage to hit it with your tail. You bring it around. The owlbear is going to try and deal with I guess this T-Rex. It's gonna screech in a rage at it, and it's just gonna go full ham on him. Beak, claw.
All hit.
For 20 plus 13 is 33, plus 19 is 52 damage.
52.
I'm still a motherfucking T-Rex.
As it digs its claw and its beak into your T-Rex flesh.
I'm just gonna growl back at it, roar back.
Nag.
T-Rex.
Great, now that I'm finally not in melee with something. Well, back.
I'll be right back.
Back over here, just for line of sight. Have we been hitting Hellhound number 2? Or just the owlbear?
Hellhound number 2 looks fine.
How's the owlbear looking? He's taking a couple hits.
He's taken a couple of hits, but he's still full of piss and vinegar.
I will. Just gonna Eldritch Blast the Hellhound.
Okay. That's a hit.
Really? Alright. And I Eldritch Blast him again.
Okay. That's a miss.
Okay.
Who'd you hit after the owlbear?
Hellhound.
Okay. Damn, a 16 doesn't hit the hellhounds. Alright.
That's my turn.
Okay. Rupert.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna come around here again. I'm gonna use my bonus action to inspire Korgath.
Did my spirits turn into like little velociraptors?
Yeah.
But I can't use them anymore, can I?
Actually, no. Yeah, your spirits disappear. You cannot use any of your class features while you're a T-Rex.
Okay, so can't reckless attack or anything.
Nope.
No.
Okay.
Right now, you are a T-Rex.
Yeah, I'm gonna yell out. I'm gonna use my bonus action to inspire him. I'm gonna yell out some words of encouragement, and I'm going to say, Korgath, life will find a way. And then I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers again on the album.
Well, there it is. Wisdom save. That doesn't make it.
All Korgath hears while this is happening is the Jurassic Park
Count.
theme song in his head.
And he runs away again.
He sure does.
And you have a reaction this time.
Yep. So do I
It's-
get to do my multi-attack again?
You get to do one attack. Probably the
Whatever
bite.
you want.
Yeah, we're gonna bite. Oh, damn! Damn it.
Yeah, you take a big chunk out of it as it goes by. Roll your damage.
Oh,
Fuck! What?
I'm a motherfucking T-Rex!
This is that scene from the movie where the guy tries to run to the bathroom and then the T-Rex finds it.
Jeff Goldblum. Yeah. He eats him while he's sitting on the shitter.
He eats the other guy.
Yeah. Damn.
You've mortally wounded this owlbear as he runs by you. He's not looking super great now.
Oh, did he? He technically ran through my threatened area.
He did. He's got 40 feet of movement, so.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
That hits, yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
For 2
Yes!
How do you want to do this now?
And you bonk him a bit, but he seems more upset about the piece missing from him.
Or
I'm
let
like-
out a tee-hee and duck back around the corner.
I like throw
I'm
my
more-
head back up in the air and just chomp down the big chunk of meat in my mouth.
I think I more accidentally hit a sensitive spot than actually purposefully and actually. I just happened to have my quarterstaff out and a soft, squishy spot hit it.
You like funny boned him.
Yeah.
he dead armed him. He's arms numb now. He's missing his other one though. Motherfucking team.
Let me make sure. What is a T-Rex's size? It's probably large, isn't it?
Probably large.
It's huge.
Huge.
Oh.
He'd be
oh,
technically taking up the entire hallway.
Yeah, so technically you'd be like. Oh boy. So this hellhound got pushed out of the way, and Korkath is actually in that.
I'm a motherfucking T-Rex.
Alright. So,
He doesn't get his advantage anymore.
No, because he moves up here, right? Now he's within 5 feet of the owlbear. And inspired by the owlbear, even though the owlbear is bleeding out, is going to go on the T-Rex again.
Would he be within 10 feet of the owlbear?
He's within 5 feet. The owlbear.
Oh,
Oh,
thought
no,
he
he's not. He's not.
yeah.
You're right. Well, fuck. I guess he's just gonna go on the T-Rex. Normally.
Motherfucking.
And,
That misses.
and
Both miss.
Miss.
Yeah, he's fucking scared right now.
Archie.
Yeah,
There's a giant T-Rex sort of blocking your view of things, and you saw the hellhound kind of skirt around the corner and fight with the T-Rex.
Can I want to move and then cast that on the hellhound.
Okay, you're gonna have to move over through the T-Rex. Yeah, there you go. That works. So wisdom save from the hellhound. Oof.
And he makes it.
With a 19 roll.
These some smart dogs.
Alright, Mr. T-Rex.
Boom! 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 I'm gonna bite at. Yeah, I'm just gonna do my multi attack against. Yeah, that dude.
So the sheet specifies that they have to be against different targets.
Okay.
You're not in range of the owlbear. You can't get there actually because the hellhound blocks your movement through him.
Can I push him out? Okay, whatever. I'll just bite him.
That hits. Oof. So you don't leave much of the hellhound behind. It's looking not long for this world also.
Great.
Uh,
I'll just let out that fucking Jurassic Park.
Can't you
roar. I
can't
can
the
keep.
T-Rex initiate a grapple with his bite attack?
It's automatic. Yeah, it's a DC.
Yeah.
oh yeah, yeah. All right.
Oh yeah.
You
it's
could
like
you
a-
could you could like pick it up and it'd be grappled, and then all it could do was try and escape.
So medium.
It wouldn't be
it's
able to attack you
grappled.
back.
It has to succeed on a DC 17.
Yep.
No, it is already. It's grappled. It is just grappled if I attack and hit it.
If the target is medium or is grappled until this grapple ends. Well,
So
yeah.
I guess on its turn it can roll. So can I pick it up and just move forward and hit the owlbear with my tail? It's got fucking dire hound in my mouth and just walking forward.
The problem is you can't end your movement on
Yeah,
me.
you would have to. You don't have enough
And I'm
movement
not sure.
to
Yeah.
go up there, tail attack the owlbear, and then get back out.
I was
I mean,
started right here.
technically, Nag could fit under his legs at the same time.
technically.
If we want to get cute, but
Yeah.
because Archie's there too.
So I could go. That's 5,
Combat squeezing
10,
into a space.
15, 20, 25.
Does a large while squeezing through a space. Okay, so yes, you can do that, Korgath. Nag, you are going to have disadvantage on attack rolls and dex saves, and attack rolls against you are going to have advantage while Korgath is on top of you.
Instead
Okay.
of doing a tail attack, could I just try to like fucking headbutt the owlbear back and
You
push
can
him
attempt
back?
to shove it. That's going to be for a T-Rex. You're going to have a +7, a D20
Yeah.
+7.
I've got the fucking direhound in one hand, and I'm just fucking charging at the owlbear, head down, and just gonna try to headbutt it and knock it farther back.
All right, so let's do opposed
Is that
athletics. Oof, not very good from the owlbear. Yeah, so you bunt it back far enough to
No, bye, Jimmy.
run
Then
it
I'll
up
use the
there.
rest of my movement speed to move forward. I have 50 feet of movement speed.
Yeah, just like that.
Yep.
That works.
Instead of doing the tail attack on it.
And the hellhound is like literally in your mouth right now, so it's like right up there.
Like thrashing back and forth with this fucking hellhound in my mouth.
Owlbear doesn't have too many options. It's gonna go on what it has
And
options to hit.
In my mind, I'm thinking, what now, motherfucker? Yeah, fire this bullshit. That hits, that hits, that hits. So 17 plus 20 is 37 plus
30.
19.
Yep.
40 plus 58. I'm not a T-Rex anymore!
So the owlbear starts sinking its claws and its beak into the T-Rex. You see Korgath reappear from where once there was a T-Rex. The hellhound kind of falls out of your mouth as you're transforming back and lands next to the owlbear there.
And I'm just back at my regular hit points that I was at before.
Any damage carries over to your
Okay, so-
regular form.
All right, so 8 damage would carry over, but how would we half it? Because I would be back to barbarian.
Yeah, we would have the physical part,
So it,
which is.
I
the
mean,
hit.
I had 49 hit points left, and I took 58 points of damage.
You had 49, so the first 2 hits,
I absorb,
and then
and I absorbed some of the second hit.
I would maybe just split the damage in half of the types or
Yeah.
something.
So you take
So
4.
3 and 5 or whatever.
Yeah, you take 4 damage on Korgath.
Okay. And I'm just, what the fuck?
uh,
The fuck?
Nag, you just witnessed that happen. The hellhound and the owlbear don't look very good.
Sweet. I will Eldritch Blast the Hellhound.
That hits. So close, but it's still up, just barely.
Oh, damn it.
I Eldritch Blast it again. Or yeah, I Eldritch Blast it again.
Yeah. But it-
Ah,
And it misses.
Can I ask one other question?
What's up?
Like, I was huge. Would I have, like, appeared back in, like, the center of where I was, or am I still, like, right there?
Since
Because I took
it was-
up 9. It doesn't matter. I'm just curious.
the PHP is like really unspecific about.
That's fine. Whatever you want to do. It's
So
up to you.
I just put you in melee range of the owlbear because it was fighting you.
Yeah, so it can kill me. Okay. Alright, that's cool. My spirits are back now, though, so I have my spirits back.
Okay, interesting. I'm gonna move. Let's see.
All you've heard is, what the fuck, from Korgath when he went back to human
20,
form.
25, as far as I can get. So, reading the text of Dissonant Whispers, I don't actually have to see them. It just says the target must make a wisdom saving throw, which I find odd. I wanted to double check
would-
that before I used it.
Let me look.
I was gonna pull it up in the PHP. I was just looking for if there was anything I could use out of line of sight, and I noticed that the text didn't say a creature you can see, which I found odd.
It does not say that you have to see it. And it's weird because they're usually very specific about that.
I know, that's why I was like, huh, that's really interesting.
Since it doesn't say it, I'll just assume that you don't have to have line of sight.
In that case, we're gonna cast it on the owl bear once again.
Oh boy. Yay, wisdom save. Nope.
That's a fail.
So it's gonna move away from you. Korgath, take your attack of opportunity.
And it takes 13 points of psychic damage.
Oh!
That's a hit.
And it does does. Oh!
All right. So the owlbear screeches in pain as the whispers reach its ears, and it tries to run away. Korgath, you take your greatsword. You plunge it right through the owlbear's spine in his chest.
Right between the shoulder blades.
And it screeches, howls, and then slumps to the ground and is defeated.
Can I like get some of the blood and just like wipe it across my chest from the
Oh, yeah.
owlbear?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yep. You're now sporting owlbear in addition to the ashes that are on your chest.
I don't like owl bears. They're much bigger than you said they were.
That was a little one. What are you talking about?
It's the Hellhound's turn. Let's see. If it goes like
Oh, damn it! Can't.
Yep. So it's gonna go. Oop.
I wonder if you would have killed it by yourself, Ares.
That. It opens its
Oh.
maw. You see fire swirling around within. I'm gonna need Archie and Nag to make dexterity saves.
Oh, please make them. Nope.
Oh no!
Nope. I thought you were a dexterity cleric.
Puppy! No,
Uh,
I'm not a dex.
I'm gonna. I have
Mama.
some inspiration left over. I'm gonna use that to get advantage on this.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Can I use that?
Yeah, you can use your advantage.
Oh, thank goodness.
You're not very
You
inspired,
fail.
Archie.
Archie fails,
still
Nag
fail.
succeeds. So
I'll use my reaction to reduce some of that damage with cutting words.
okay.
Don't use all our good shit. We're just getting to the good part.
I refresh on a short rest.
Okay.
My
Okay,
inspiration.
so the base amount is 20.
See, dude,
So yeah, that'll take it down to 20.
So I take 10 then.
So is that for both targets or just the one?
It halves the damage of the attack.
Okay.
So then, yeah. So it will affect both of them. Both of them will get their damage reduced.
So I would
Okay.
take 10.
21 to Archie and 10 to Nag.
Wait, 21.
20?
20. Oh yeah, 20. Wow. 22 Archie. Sorry. And Archie, it's your turn.
I have that fucking Jurassic Park song stuck in my head.
I just want to hear his roar one time.
Let me do a Toll the Dead again.
Okay.
It's gonna beat a 16. Yeah.
Wow.
Lucy,
This-
you're getting so unlucky.
Yeah, these people
I've
don't want
done
to.
nothing.
These hounds just don't want to be told. Korgath.
Yeah, my turn. Hey, how's he looking? Pretty good, pretty bad, pretty rough?
He's looking pretty rough.
Yeah, fuck it, reckless. I'm still a motherfucking T-Rex.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am. I mean,
Oh,
my
you-
mind I am.
In his mind, he is. You went reckless, right?
Yeah,
those
those
are-
are both reckless.
Yeah, you kill this thing. The hellhound falls to the ground, having been felled by Korgath's blade. You still hear sounds of, you hear screeches of primal fae, and you hear a lot of movement around, but at least for the moment, looks like things have been cleared out.
I'll reach down and get some of the hellhound blood and wipe it on my chest as well.
Jimmy kind of comes to his senses and approaches Korgath. Korgath, is that you?
Well, who else would it be? Do you know many other motherfuckers that could kill an owlbear that small? A bit? Yeah, that owlbear like that?
No. It really is you, isn't it?
It is. What the hell happened? How did he get out?
I figured something was up. Cecil sent word ahead. We're supposed to take all of our prisoners and move them out of here. They're all on the north block.
Cutter, Johnny, Braun, all them?
Yeah, they're all on the north block. They also had us let out all the primal fae.
All what?
Yeah.
What else is out?
Everything that was in here. Even that
I mean,
new monster that showed up after you left.
What?
It was something real big. Something with spooky eyes.
Bigger than fucking owlbear?
Yeah.
Is it gone already?
I don't know where it is.
You just turned out a huge monster without knowing what was going on?
It wasn't me, it was some of Florentine's elite men. And people who get paid way better than I do. Came by, started rounding up the prisoners and opening up all the primal cages. Not all of the guards here had a chance to get out. I was one of them.
Florentine's a dick.
I'm starting to realize that, friend.
I mean, I'm just gonna gesture at me and be like, you didn't realize that one a long time ago?
Never did sit right with me, but
You always treated me good, Jimmy. Not gonna lie. You were good. You were kind in an unkind world. Can you get us to the other guys, Cutter and Cleaver and Johnny and Braun?
yeah, the fastest way to the north block is through the arena.
You think they'll help, or are they pissed that I ducked out on them with Nag here?
You kidding me? You're the only person they could talk about after you left. They all wanted to be like you and get out of here.
Yeah, everybody wants to. But yeah, okay. Let's head, guys. What can we let you? You guys need to catch your breath.
I mean,
Where you going,
minutes,
Jimmy?
5 minutes wouldn't hurt.
Where you running off to?
Well, you know, it takes one of the guards' keys to open up the gate to the arena.
We're going through the arena.
It's the fastest way to the north block, unless you want to take the long way around, but with so many primal fae loose.
Could that big fade be in the arena?
No, the arena gates have been closed. There's no way it could get in.
Can I see if he's lying?
Yeah, roll inside. He seems genuine. You don't know him to be much of a liar.
Let us catch our breath real quick, Jimmy.
Sure. You can take a short rest if you want.
Oh, how am I? What? I'm not level 8. Yeah, we are level 8, aren't we?
Yeah, you
Are
should
we?
be alright.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, Nag, you're
Oops.
level 8.
Level 7?
That's right. By the way, Nag, you guys leveled up.
No new spell slot.
I don't think
Yeah.
anything changes on a barbarian at level 8.
One extra.
Other
Oh,
than-
I got stat improvement.
Yeah, you get plus
or
2
a
or
feat.
something.
I'll figure that out later, I guess. That'll take time to decide.
Do this short
So,
rest
by the
while I
way-
use the bathroom real quick.
Means more hit points. So that means I actually had 7 more hit.
Now you'll see Korgoth just finally slumped down. He's pretty beat up.
I'd like to point out I contributed absolutely nothing to that fight.
Yeah, Cool Guy's pretty fucked up right now, and I'm gonna roast a couple hit dice.
You
Yeah.
did your best. That's all that matters, Lucy.
Let's see.
It's the thought that counts.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, you made them waste their good saves so that the owlbear will keep failing his save.
Man.
Why won't you let me? There we go. Let's see.
We don't have any. We don't have any healing kits or anything. Oh,
I have one.
just save
but,
it. I'm all right.
Yeah. Yeah. Hit dice for now.
Mm.
Let's read to
I
start
have
with.
a healer's kit. No, I don't. Never just kidding.
41. Let's roll some more. Those 3.
Did I really roll a 5, a 2, a 2, and a 6?
12. That puts me at 53.
All right, we're gonna roll 2 more hit dice because
5.
I have a feeling as soon as we walk out into that fucking arena, we're gonna be up against something. Fuck it, I'm rolling everything. 30. Oh my god.
9.
Woo!
There you go. That was. So I have 2 hit die left. All right.
I'm out.
What do you have
And
now?
I'm at 98 out of 103.
I'm at 59 out of 62.
It took all my hit. Oh my god. I rolled-
Before our short rest, though, I cast Armor of Agath on myself.
I rolled so shit. I rolled a 3, a 4, and a 1 on those 4.
You guys took damage last fight?
Yeah, a lot of it.
Bard stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, the world ender got
Yeah.
almost ended.
Well, we only have one of our 3 melee characters.
Yeah, this party is very imbalanced at the moment.
Yeah.
That's alright. I figured it out. Before we did the short rest, I cast Arm of Agath on myself, then short rested
Okay.
because it lasts for an hour,
I had to roll all my
and it
hit
does not
dice.
require concentration because Dawson spells are awesome.
We don't have anything to like improve like hit dice rolls or nothing. Damn.
Yeah.
Song of Rest, yeah, we'll do something.
What's
It's all right.
that do?
Fucking, I've already rolled all these.
Let's see.
So not at max. Is it just 1 extra each of those creatures?
That's what I'm trying to see. The stupid.
By spending 1 or more hit dice, each of those
character
creatures
sheet.
regains. So you gain 5 extra hit points. Basically, if
that
you
what
roll
it
hit
is?
dice.
Let me look it up in the.
I'm
Oh.
looking. It's what it looks like.
Arm.
Oh, it already rolled. Yeah, I can't remember if it was like 1d6 or 2d6 if it went up at higher level, but the character sheet doesn't say.
Song
Sorry.
of Rest. It does go up
It's
at
ninth
9th
level.
level
Okay.
to a D8. Yeah,
So hey, I'm at full hit
5
points.
extra ones. Yeah, me too. Yep. Great.
If you guys finish resting, Jimmy has his key to the arena ready to go. Ready?
Jimmy, if you never done me wrong, but if you do me wrong now, I won't hesitate to end you.
I always hated it for you, Korgath. Let's get out of here.
I'm afraid we're not gonna get out of here going this way, but let's try.
Alright. Yep, can you guys get in from the south gate?
I'm gonna make sure Jimmy comes with us.
Yeah, Jimmy follows you guys. You know that to open the northern gate, you also need one of the keys.
Are there any like? Can I tell if there's like any fresh tracks or anything, or if any of the gates have been opened?
Do survival. You see, old tracks that would be probably a couple of days old. Looks like there was a fight hosted here not too long ago. But
Who
nothing
fought here a
fresh.
couple days ago, Johnny or Jimmy?
Yeah, we had Johnny and Broad go up against one of the primals. Think anything's been in here?
How'd they do?
Well, they're still kicking.
That's all we can ever ask for. Feels weird being home.
Yeah, So, all I gotta do is get this north gate open and we'll be in the northern block. See Jimmy.
Let's take it slow.
Almost
It's
up
not
to the
just-
north gate.
Easy. Are the gates see-through? Can you see through them? Or are they solid?
They're solid.
Jimmy, you hear anything? Don't just open that gate. You hear anything?
Pauses a moment to listen. No, I don't hear nothing.
Something just doesn't feel right.
Sticks his key in. Oh boy. Oof. Alright. The northern gate explodes.
Damn it!
A large claw appears through the gate,
Run,
Just-
Jimmy!
shattering the gate. Jimmy is impaled. Whatever the claw is, it impales Jimmy, slams him back against the gate, and then Jimmy falls to the floor. He starts bleeding out. Another claw comes through the gate, and the gate just kind of crumbles. And out comes this monstrosity with mandibles, claws. A large
I never
creature,
thought of
larger
it
than
that
even the owlbear that you just fought. Korgath, you don't recognize this creature. It strides into the room, and in comes another one of the hounds. We're gonna do a fresh initiative.
This helps I put my little token.
I just clicked on my token. What the?
Initiative is.
Oh shit! I don't. Never mind.
Shit. That probably just ruined it.
No, I
Oh,
can see
man.
it there.
Korgoth is
Oh,
rolling.
I accidentally rolled
good
up.
tonight.
Should be 3 lower than 18. If that ends up mattering for order, which
You should be
it
able to
looks
enter-
like it does.
Apparently
Or
doesn't.
yeah, whatever.
It's apparently
Well, I mean,
these
it
things
doesn't-
are-
There we go.
These things are distracted by their fresh kill. They kind of turn to chew on Jimmy a little bit. as they
Jimmy's
come in.
dead.
Do this. You can't tell from here. Korgath, it's your turn.
You see Korgoth like kneel down, just for like flavor. Grab some of the dirt out of the arena, throw it up in the air as he goes into a rage and yells, "Jimmy!" and just runs up and attacks this Umber Hulk.
1 second. So. Character sheet. What's this here? So before you do any of that, make a charisma save.
I'm just looking at something. Hang on. A charisma save? Oh, I'm so bad at these.
Okay. You don't do any of that. You stand there. You are disoriented upon looking at the creature that has just burst into the gate. Nag, it's your turn. You saw Korgath look into the eyes of the creature and become confused.
Hmm.
Wait, I
It's
don't
not-
think that would have affected him.
It's not within range, is it? You're right. Okay, Korgath, do your thing. All of your thing.
Yeah. I'm. We're running. I have 40 feet of movement speed,
Yep. you
so
can
I'm
get
getting
up
up in this motherfucker's face and I'm swinging.
there. Yeah, do it. The first one hits. You slam your sword into its carapace. You can tell you're doing damage to it, but it's a big boy. It's got a lot of health. Alright, Neg.
Okay. Let's see. Ooh, this is gonna be interesting. A dire hellhound behind it. Let's try and what's the range? Oh, what's the range on this spell? Let's see. 'Cause I don't think I have it listed. Range of 60 feet. Okay, great. I cast Banishment on the dire hellhound.
Okay. What's the save on that?
Charisma.
Managed to lane existence.
Or just a pocket for a minute.
Yep, he disappears.
Sweet.
Well done.
Pop.
Yeah, he just gone.
That's not. Wow, that's such a good spell.
Yeah. It's not concentration either.
No concentration, no.
It is.
Ongoing
It is
save.
concentration. It's just not written on that description.
Oh, it is concentration. Okay.
It is.
Never mind.
Lasts for a minute.
I would still have my inspiration from Rupert, right?
Assuming we took a 5-minute rest and then immediately entered, then yeah, because I believe it's 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yep.
And that's any D20 roll I can re-roll, right?
You don't get a reroll, you just get to add a D8 to it.
Okay.
And speaking of Rupert, it's Rupert's turn.
Let's see. Wheel. Suppose I will move up 1. I can scroll here.
DJ's measuring that shit. 30
So I
feet.
can see. So I'm assuming like this cage goes further back than 55. Like I can see back into where he came out of.
Yeah, it looks like another hallway.
Okay, so I could cast a spell back there with an area effect,
Yes.
so it wouldn't hit Korgath. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Fairy Fire on him.
Okay. Dex
So he needs to make a Dex save.
fails.
And he is lit up. And let's make the aura. What's your favorite color? Oh, let's do it red, nice and red.
Red's my favorite
Red
color.
is
motherfucker.
dead.
Red is dead.
Alright. You now have a very easy target to hit. Archimedes.
I want to do. This is hard. We cast Spirit Guardians. Oh,
Okay.
sorry. This may pop up a bunch of times.
Is that like a 50? It's a 15 cube around you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so good. I can't wait.
And that'll be my turn.
Just gonna stay there.
Yeah, I want to keep near Rupert and Nag. And I'll kind of stay between the middle of them.
The creature in front of you, Hulk, maneuvers his way closer to the center of the arena, staying within its reach. Looks at the three squishy looking targets at the south, Dinnebeck and Korgath. Lets out an inhuman roar. And goes on Korgath.
Misses, hits,
Let's do it.
misses. Woo!
So you take 6 plus 5 is 11.
For the first, only the second one hits. 11? Okay. Cool.
So the Hellhound's turn doesn't exist right now. Korgath.
Am I flanking?
First of all, make a wisdom save.
Damn it. He can't see me though. Is he not looking at me?
No, it doesn't work like that. Enemies have a 360 eyesight radius. Okay.
But so do you, so it works out.
You do nothing this turn, Korgath. Unless you choose to avert your gaze.
No.
Nah. Yeah, do you avert your gaze?
Yeah. I look over here,
Okay.
and I walk that way into the corner.
You cannot see the other Hulk as far as line of sight is concerned.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Anything else?
And then I will. Let's see. What are the doo-doo-doo. Do I just do disadvantage if I were to try and do a ranged attack on him with like my arm over my eyes or something?
You cannot see the target, so you actually just can't make the attack.
Really?
Yeah.
Good. I look at him.
Okay. Make a
Or wait,
perception
what is it? What seems to be happening when Korgath? To Korgath? Like
looks
does he
like
just like?
whenever he looked at the Hulk, he just got confused and stopped what he was doing.
That's too dangerous. I will continue to not look at it for now.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Rupert, avert your gaze.
No, I looked this beast right in the eye. It's charisma? Yep. Oh.
You succeed. So
Of course he does.
you feel a bit uncomfortable looking into it, but you get over it.
I hope it feels just as uncomfortable looking at me. Let's see, movement wise. Well, shit, it's almost like this was planned.
Almost.
You don't say.
I'm gonna move back anyway, just because. I suppose I will viciously mock him,
Okay.
and I will make a bunch of buggy clicking noises trying to mock his language. He needs to make a wisdom save. That's
Apparently
safe.
rolling that 20 on.
Well, that's my turn. Well, wait a minute. I have inspiration. Might as well use it. I'll inspire Nag with some words of encouragement. that I can't think of anything clever at the moment. So now you get a D8 inspiration dice.
Okay.
Archie, do you avert your gaze?
No.
Okay, charisma save. You pass. You feel uncomfortable for a sec, but you get over it.
I'm just gonna dance in place. My charisma, my new moves. Can I do? Path to the grave.
Oof. Yeah, you can do that. See that,
And that'll be, and actually, I want to move up just a little.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll move right there.
see a small section of the emerald light up, sort of guiding you to a vital point in its body. Is the
It's
emerald
within
still-
50.
Since-
Oh wait, technically he entered my spirit guardians for the first time.
That's true.
If he was 70 feet. So he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
She fails. So he takes 38 radiant damage.
Hell yeah!
You see some of the spirits surrounding Archie start buffeting.
And then conveniently he also starts his turn there, so he's gonna do another damage.
Yes.
Almost like that was planned.
Wow!
So he's another
Clever
Nope.
girl.
I can't wait to. I'm really looking forward to playing a cleric.
Ouch. So he's been burned quite a bit by this radiant damage. Said, he doesn't see a way to get down to the more delicious living numbers without doing math here. As you could.
My cruel world.
So he's going to do it. Math is
My cruel world. That misses. That hits. That hits.
Alright, so that is
5 plus 6.
6
or
plus
6.
14, so 20 damage.
I will use my reaction to cutting words the mandibles.
Yeah, do that one.
Okay.
So what's your AC, Colossus?
16. You just have to roll a 1.
Oh, then yeah. I don't even need to roll then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So right before the mandibles hit, Rupert lets out a foul, buggish taunt. Mandibles.
Yes.
So just 6 points total.
Yep, 6 points total to Gorbath.
Okay, my turn.
Yes, it is your turn.
Do I have to do this thing again?
You do. Unless you're not looking at it.
No, fuck that motherfucker.
Alright, make your charisma save.
Where is that? Boom.
You succeed. See?
Ooh, now I really want to go
All the
reckless on him.
You
I
already
really
have
want to go.
advantage.
Oh, that's right. I have advantage. Ah,
Alright, roll it.
let's just hit one.
That is 28 damage. As
Why is that?
You plunge your sword right into that vulnerable spot that is lit up, and it lets out a buggish screech. of pain.
Yeah, we're doing it again.
That's it. Less impressive than the first one, but you start to see some open wounds on this creature.
Just gonna reach out. I'm gonna get some of his blood. I'm just gonna add it to the bloods. And now my spirits are on him.
Oh yeah. Nag.
I just let you know I rolled a natural 20 on that charisma. I'm just -1 on charisma.
With the bardic inspiration, do I have to pair it before I roll the d20, or just before I know the results?
Just before you know the result, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
So first things first. We look at the
I-
monster.
I am going to look at the Umbra Hawk.
Charisma save. You should have advantage on this, right?
Oh yeah. I have advantage on wisdom saving because we nerfed it a little bit because it was a little strong. All right, so oh shit, I don't know if the D8 is gonna help.
Yeah, no, it can't possibly help.
Yeah, even an 8 would be yeah.
Uh,
All right.
So that's going to be on a 7 or 8. Creature makes 1 melee or does nothing if no creature. So you do nothing.
Okay, I do nothing.
Rupert.
Okie dokie. Is this effect, is this like a charm effect, or this is a fear effect?
The exact text. It's not a fear effect.
Yeah, I didn't think it was either. I thought it was just kind of, yeah, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't forgetting something with like my racial or something like that. But I will go and look at this thing, because Rupert would not look away.
Alright,
He's a
charisma
confident little bug. That's a 1.
Uh-huh.
You don't have anybody within reach, so you do nothing.
I'm back.
Gotcha.
Let's see, Corgia effect there, right?
Yeah.
But
First things first, look at the envelope.
oh yeah.
Yes.
You don't
Just
need
kidding, I do
shit.
nothing.
You use all of your movement through the random direction.
Does the Umber Hulk need to make a wisdom saving throw, though?
Yes, he does.
Only
Wait,
when he
no,
starts
it's
his turn
his
there.
turn.
Oh, okay. Well, next turn he will.
Let's see, because Archie's about to move in a random direction.
Are you moving me?
So that's That's the end of Hulk's turn.
Bring it, bitch.
Yep. That's good.
That hits, and that misses.
Alright, so 7 plus
8
8 is 15.
plus. Yeah, okay.
The important one missed, though.
That's right.
And Morgoth.
I'm swinging back.
Alright, you're looking at it, make a charisma save.
I am going to use my 1d8 Bardic Inspiration
Okay.
that I still have.
Oh.
I have
Well.
still managed to
Wow!
I was gonna say you rolled the charisma save with advantage.
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but taking the leftmost roll, it'd be 13
The 14.
plus 1 is a 14, so
Minus
still
1.
not enough.
Apparently my words were not enough for you, Colossus.
I rolled a 1. Motherfucker.
What do we do with Snake?
Okay, Snake is Snake is looking. Snake makes charisma save. Anybody know besides DJ if they think that'll make it?
That passes.
Sure, great. I will then let's Eldritch Blast.
That's
You have
That's-
advantage because he's fairy fired.
Oh, that's true.
oh yeah, alright. Well, here's the second attack. Well, still a miss. And then I'll roll the next try an Eldritch Blast again.
That's it.
Hey, 8 damage.
As you blast it, and the force energy pushes through its carapace and starts clacking and shattering. So it's Jimmy's really not looking good. Rupert,
How's this boy looking from what we can tell?
the Umber Hulk,
Yes.
you're starting to see signs of battle damage on it.
Okay. So the east and the west doors. Does it sound like there's anything in them at all, as best we can tell?
No.
Okay, so they appear to be empty. In that case, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and I don't know, chuck a dagger. Wait, you got your spirits on him, right, Colossus?
I think so. Did he hit him or attack
Yes,
him
yes.
last turn? Yeah, then he does.
I think I might just chuck a dagger at him in that case, because I saw like him suffer more damage than he normally would have from the great or Colossus's attacks, right?
Korgoth.
Yeah.
That was just
Sure,
because,
I was
because of
behind it.
Archie's,
Oh, okay. I thought he was vulnerable to something. Okay, in that case, I will just go ahead and viciously mock him again.
Okay, first of all, make a charisma save.
Oh yeah.
You pass. So vicious mockery is a wisdom save.
Yeah.
It's a failure, I think.
Yes, it is. So he takes 3 psychic, and then he has a disadvantage on his first attack.
Sweet.
You just like, I'm the Orkin man, motherfucker.
Archie,
Basically, oh, yeah, that's what I should have said.
Archie, it is your turn.
Well, I'm gonna look at him,
Okay, charisma.
and I'm gonna do nothing.
You are going to smack Rupert with a melee attack. Do you even have any weapons
pull
on?
it up. Let me see. Yeah, I do.
I don't think that hits.
That is a myth.
So Archie just all of a sudden turns on you, Rupert, and tries to swing at you.
What are you
Nice.
doing, bird brain? The monster's over there!
Just for all the puns.
Wait, she actually succeeded on the roll. She just wanted to hit you. It's the Ember Hulk's turn. Let's roll 20 stops failing. Come on. There we go. I think it's just gonna do this. Seeing Korgath not falling after all of its attacks, it gets frustrated and goes after this scrumptious little morsel. Colossus or Korgath, make your attack of opportunity. That's a hit. damage. You open up a fresh wound on it, and it's starting to look pretty bloodied. And we're gonna do 2 claws on Archie. 22?
He's gonna do his wisdom saving throw, by the way, for my.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Guardians.
He's got a nat 28 apparently.
Well, fuck that guy. And I think he takes half damage from it.
So roll your 3d8.
He takes 15.
And wouldn't all of these attacks have a disadvantage because of Colossus's spirits?
No, just the first.
Oh, well, yeah, okay.
Let me double check. I've got my new guide right here. Panther.
Pretty sure the first one missed anyway.
Yeah, it was 17.
Hang on.
I just couldn't remember. I thought it was better than my Vicious Mockery.
The first creature you hit with an attack on your turn becomes the target of your warriors, which hinder its attacks. Until the start of your next turn, the target has disadvantage on any attack roll. So yeah, it has a disadvantage on all its attacks.
Well, the thing is you didn't hit it before the start of your next turn. Because on your next turn you didn't do anything.
Okay, that's cool. Which one did it hit on any of them?
Did you get on the opportunity attack? I don't know if that counts.
It doesn't.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah,
I
that
don't think it
counts.
counts. Okay. Well, then it doesn't have. It has disadvantage then.
Well, there you go.
I mean, you're the DM. It's up to you. It says when you hit on your first attack.
Your first attack. I'd say that an attack of opportunity would trigger your guardians, yeah.
Okay. You're the DM.
So it's got disadvantage on its second hit. So the first hit was
Yeah,
already
okay.
at disadvantage, but it missed anyway. Let's see what the
It just
second
says
one does.
it just says the first creature you hit with an attack. It doesn't say first attack. It just says the first creature you hit.
So that was its
Still hits.
disadvantaged roll. It was a 21,
Okay.
leading to
And
13 damage on
then-
Lucy.
Okay.
Constitution. Is it a Constitution saving?
No,
throw for
that's
the
on the
Constitution?
back.
Because it's going to switch its mandibles over to Rupert.
Well, I still have to make a.
And fucking
Constitution
fail
check.
is what it's going to do.
Okay.
So
Yes, it will.
manages to not do anything. Or death.
Oh shit.
It looks like a.
The first one was a
14,
15 minus 1, so it would have been a 14.
So that would have been a failure.
Can I still move?
No, you do nothing.
Alright.
Nag.
Third turn. Okay. I look at it. So
Charisma. You pass.
yeah. Does it still got fairy fire?
Yes.
So it's a hit.
Roll again to make sure you didn't crit it.
I did.
Did.
I rolled twice there.
Okay.
And then I'll roll my second attack with advantage.
Okay.
Did 20 hit?
Yes. Alright, you're starting to see a whole lot of wounds on this thing, and it's
Let's see
slowing down a
then.
bit.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Cool.
What's my turn?
Rupert, you got a number hulk in your face, my friend.
Well, I'm gonna have to look at it.
Okay. Charisma.
Oh.
You pass. Oh, damn.
Of course
Okay.
it passes.
So Colossus's spirits didn't do anything, but this thing's starting to look kind of rough, you said.
Pretty rough, yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and pop. I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers at the second level. So he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Nope.
Okay, so he takes 46. And has to run away from me.
Okay. He is gonna book it. saves. Go there.
So when he runs into my area, do I get an attack on him?
No, only when he leaves. Technically, Rupert and Archie will both have attacks of opportunity on it.
I'm gonna hold my reaction.
You kind of slam your base into it as it goes by.
Tip!
And it's your turn, Archie.
Hey!
Do a Toll the Dead.
Good old wisdom saves. This thing is not wise at all.
There it is. Had to wait 2 rounds of combat for it.
All right, Archie, how's
Gonna pay off eventually.
how's this work? How you want to
Oh,
do this?
is he dead?
Yeah.
I just want a big, like, giant gong to appear and just, like, ring, and then his head vibrates so much that it just shatters.
So the Ember Hulk's head gets caught in this spiritual white and black bell, and then bursts, and its body slumps forward. You look and you see Jimmy. Jimmy has 1 saving throw success and 2 saving throw failures. He's gonna make one.
Oh shit. Can I go do Spare the Dying on him?
Nope. No, because that was how many rounds of combat? That went around like 5 times.
That was banishment was on its 3rd go round, so that yeah, I had taken 4 turns.
Yeah, and he rolled failures 2 times in a row there.
Oh, I thought Jimmy was dead already.
Well, he is now.
Game over, man.
Oops.
You see the corpse of Jimmy. You see that the north gate is, well, it's open in a very dramatic way.
Well,
Wait,
shall we
hold
go?
on.
We have about
Hold, please.
40 seconds or 70 seconds. Or no, shit.
I
Less
catch your
than a
rhythm.
minute. 7 rounds. We have 7 rounds
So
until
you're-
the Hellhound comes back. Whatever that is.
so
42 seconds.
You're revivifying Jimmy. All right, so Archie runs up and
All right.
places her wings around Jimmy.
1 more round.
Says a few words, and you hear this.
Sorry, Jimmy, I thought you were dead.
Just about was. He looks down at where there once was a giant hole in his chest. It's been patched together enough that he's not actively dying anymore. He doesn't look very good though.
Get up, Jimmy. We gotta go.
Yep.
Right. Lead the way.
I'll grab him like the collar and help him stand up. Let's go.
Yeah.
I thought you didn't hear anything. How did you not hear that big motherfucker?
As we run.
I mean, he's a big motherfucker. How did you not hear him?
So you run out to a
No,
familiar area.
let's not run out. Let's kind of look as we're going.
Alright. So that's 5 rounds.
So
So
you,
5 rounds to go.
But you leave the arena behind.
Hey, Jimmy, lock this gate behind us. Trust me.
He looks down at the shattered pieces of the gate and then looks back at you. Really?
Jimmy, you're killing me. You're killing me. You're almost dead, but you're killing me. Was
Maybe
that
it'll,
let's talk while we go to the, let's get
Yeah.
to Cutter and them. Let's go.
Maybe it'll eat the other body and it won't see us.
Was that the new Fae? Was that it?
That was it.
Oh, that wasn't shit, Jimmy.
probably would have kicked its ass.
You damn right.
You make your way around the hallways. See that all of the doors to the living quarters where you used to stay have been opened.
Run!
You pass by your own home. You don't see any of the you don't see any of your friends just yet. And you get up to the very northern part of the complex, and that's where you hear a lot of voices. Human and Fey voices.
Men and Fae?
Human and Fey, sorry.
Oh, okay. Run!
Korgath? Is that you?
Run!
You round the corner and you see all of the people that used to be holed up with all the other fighter slaves. They've been bound up and they're in a line waiting to be escorted out. One of the other guards is with them, looks at you guys approaching, and kind of pulls out his sword and shouts out, "Hey, hey! What are you doing
You
here?
really-
Stop!"
You know who I am? Jimmy, does he know me? Tell him who I am.
Scott, come on, look at this guy. Roll a intimidation
Come
with
on,
advantage.
Scott.
Come on, Scott! Go home to your family
Yeah.
tonight.
Roll intimidation with advantage, Korgath.
Mm.
Scott's gonna look nervously at the lot of you and look at the prisoners, look at Jimmy, and it's just gonna put his sword down and be like, "What is happening? We just got this order out of nowhere to take all these prisoners, you know, out of the complex and let all the primal Fae out."
Scott, you work for an asshole. And we're here to get rid of this asshole for you. Just go home to your family.
Jimmy nods weakly in agreement. "Yeah, Scott, I know the pay was good, but looks like the gravy train's over. If it were me, I'd go back to your pretty lady back home and let this all play out very far away from you."
Or we can do it the other way. And I'll go home to your pretty lady.
Scott doesn't look like he needs to be told twice. Pales in the face and points to a nearby staircase. "You were taking them out the back, but there's a way out up there." He demonstrates this by fucking running up there as fast as he can. You are now
I'm
left
gonna-
with all of your friends.
I'm gonna start by releasing Braun first.
You always did know how to make a very theatric entrance.
The fuck y'all been doing? That's a big motherfucker. Did you fight that thing while I was not here?
No, I think he lost 2 of his men trying to get that thing hauled in.
God. And that owlbear? Are there any other shit we should be worried about?
They're all over. Most of them are feeding on the guards right now, though. If there really is a way out, looks like this is a lot of us. You see, Johnny and Cutter and Cleaver.
Go ahead and cut them loose. They're alright.
Cuts them free. The small rogue smiles and sidles up to you, Korgath. "Korgath, I figured you wouldn't be able to leave me behind back here. I was just so bored without you."
I like do the palm on the forehead. Just put her like, you can't hit me because my arms are longer than yours.
Oh, I'm guessing there's a reason you came back for us.
We didn't come. We came to kill Cecil.
Well, he wouldn't be here. Not while this
Yeah,
is
we're
going on.
And apparently what he's doing here is illegal. Imagine that.
Yeah. Just doesn't look like any of the other chancellors in Babol seem to care enough to go investigate it.
Yeah, of course not. Maybe we should go, like, I don't know. Guys, what should we do? These are my other friends. Old friends meet new friends meet old friends.
You look and you see 4 people. You see sort of a middle-aged man with a sword at his hip. He kind of gives a nice-looking salute. He says, "Name's Braun." Next to him, you see an utterly stacked man without a shirt, who glares at you without saying anything. Braun kind of nudges him. This one's Cleaver. He doesn't talk too much. The little one there, the missus, her name's Cutter. This last one here, he points to a shirtless blonde fellow. That's Johnny.
I'm gonna point to the bird and be like, "This is Archie. The little feller here is Rupert. He talks a lot. And you all remember Viper."
I smile.
Viper. Huh, you hung around with Korgath after all.
He's useful.
I feel like I need a cool name. Viper and Cleaver and all of this.
See what I mean? He talks a lot.
It's all theatrics.
How about I'm the music man? How about that?
Okay. Well, what if we call you the Piano Man?
But I don't play the piano, I play the fiddle.
Johnny claps excitedly. That's a great name, Mr. Music Man.
Ah!
Johnny,
Don't worry, I will lead this band of rapscallions out of here.
don't encourage him, Johnny. Don't.
If you're lucky, you might make it into one of my songs one of these days.
You start hearing talons across the stone as something begins to approach.
What else did y'all have in here?
More of the usual primals, owlbears, hellhounds, some other ones I ain't even learned the names to. Let's get out of
We
here.
killed that big motherfucker. Y'all don't want to kill anything else?
I'm wanting to go get out of here and see the sun, and also not be dead. That'd be a nice touch.
You're not dead yet. All right, let's go.
You make your way up the stairs, come out of another building into a field. Alright. Should be fun.
Oh, here he comes, guys. Here he comes.
If this is an actual another fight, it might be a good time to call it.
This is not an actual fight.
Okay.
I will tell you right now, this is not an actual fight.
Okay.
You come out into the field, and you see a whole bunch of your former guards, Korgath, out in the field. Having been freed, the other prisoners smile to themselves, spin their weapons around. Cutter looks to you guys.
Recess!
Cutter looks to you guys and smirks. See who has the higher kill count at the end of this. Let's just go off the old initiative order. These guys will go on. These guys are going to go on initiative 2. Great. So Korgath, you first.
My favorite game! Does that hit?
That fucking hits. So you just fucking slam your sword through this guy, like completely through this guy, and he goes in half.
One! I think I got enough movement to get here.
Yep.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, that hits. And you impale this guy against the rock behind him.
2! You're behind! My favorite game!
Nag.
I move. Here. I shoot pit archer number 1. I
That does miss.
1.
Misses. I'm so sorry.
Woo! I'm the champ for a reason.
Rupert.
Let's see. I will move up here, kind of behind Korgath, and I will dissonant wisdom. Not sorry. I will vicious mockery pit archer 1.
Okay.
Oh look, your friend's cut in half. I wonder what's gonna happen to you.
Um,
That's a fair.
he doesn't look like he knows what to do with himself. He also looks extremely wounded. Archie.
Can I do the same one that he just did, the vicious mockery to and get told it?
Okay. He he dies.
Bye.
This archer is going to. His hand is shaking as he readies his bow and tries to fire at Korgath.
He has advantage.
13.
That misses.
But his shot just goes completely wide. Korgath?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And we're doing what I do.
Yeah, that hits. No, there's nothing left of him.
Woo!
And you look around. You see that Cutter and Cleaver and all the others have also torn a path of destruction through the guards.
I got 17. How many did y'all get?
Looking like we got 4 over here, big guy.
Between all of y'all?
Yeah. Well, you always were the champ.
That's right. Feels. Oh. Well, you're outside.
Yeah. You hear hoofbeats. You see Camellia come up.
Oh, hey.
Well, I'm assuming that these are some of the prisoners.
Depends on what's going to happen to him.
Well, it would be nice if some of you would agree to testify against Cecil. Cutter just smiles. I'll say anything you want, as long as I get to put this place to my back and never come back. The others seem to nod in agreement. You hear a second pair of hoofbeats. You see somebody coming up that you haven't seen in quite a while. As he gets closer, you recognize him. It's Benjamin Zatsos, the emissary from Terria. When you first became Talons. He rides up. He's got this kind of amused look on his face. Camellia, you could have given better directions to get here. Well, you guys have had a productive first couple of missions as Talons.
You could say that.
He's holding a piece of paper, and He unfurls it and hands it to Camellia with a frown. She tentatively takes it and then frowns herself. Kind of tosses it on the ground. I figured this would happen. What the hell was that?
A T-Rex has 13d12 plus 52 hit points. I was just curious if I was better off taking the average or actually rolling for it. And I would have been 2 points higher if I had rolled for it.
Okay.
That's just me.
It's a letter.
Korgoth unleashes a blade storm.
It's a letter from Chancellor Tolstoy.
Who? What?
Politics. High level politics. He's a chancellor from Sintra. He wants us to immediately stop our pursuit of Cecil.
He's a dumbass.
Now, since Cecil has such a high rank, the political fallout of going after him like this, it would be immense. But
Okay.
Tolstoy doesn't realize if we try and play by the book, Cecil's just gonna erase all the evidence, and all of our progress will be lost.
We are the evidence.
It wouldn't be enough. Benjamin kind of shifts back and forth on his horse. Look, I know he's a bad guy, but politically, it'd be hasty to go chase him down. He's gonna be holed up in his residence. Then there's the optics of sending a bunch of us in there to go drag him out. You gotta think about the long-term effects of these things.
Can I see that piece of paper? Can I read it?
Yeah, you can read at a basic level.
I'm just gonna, as soon as I get it, I'm just gonna fucking start tearing it up, shredding it. Like what piece of paper? I don't see any piece of paper.
Camellia smiles. Benjamin and Camellia look at the prisoners, then they look at all of you, and they look like they're waiting to see what you say.
Guys, y'all are free. Y'all can go live your lives and never come back to this hellhole.
The prisoners shake their head. No, we've already gotten this far. I want to see Cecil rotting behind bars, just like we did.
New friends? Talons? What do you want to do? Do you want to end this? Or do you want to leave him alone?
Well, I'm going after him. He's got something of mine.
Music man?
Let's do it.
Bald Eagle? Yeah, that's your name.
But I'm not bald.
Now,
Or an eagle.
Fair enough.
you're not a viper
I'll
either.
Yeah. Also true.
Lulu jumps up and down. Yeah. He's a bad guy, and he tried to grab me. Plus, I don't think he's very nice.
Bad guys usually aren't, Lulu.
Benjamin smiles and shakes his head. Well, all right, but I want it on the record that I did try to stop you. He lets out a loud whistle. You hear the thundering of hooves, and you see your sand yaks come around from the tree line.
Well, what do you know?
I was part of the envoy to Cyprus and saw that these boys of yours had gotten a bit loose. Figured you might want them back.
They did cause quite a scene, we were told.
Well, sounds like we have one destination ahead of us. Let's just hope that the Chancellor doesn't get too upset with us.
If he does, we'll deal with him after.
Camellia smiles and gets on her horse. The Sanyaks are all overjoyed to be reunited with you guys.
I'm gonna just headbutt mine.
Yeah, he gives you a nice headbutt.
I motion to Korga's four old buddies to the horses we had ridden in here.
They nod in understanding and mount up.
And I get on my sand yak.
All right. Everybody mounts up. Camellia looks behind and looks out ahead. Suppose we can make it, based on the description, in about 3 hours.
What time of day is it?
It's about midday now.
Maybe we could do it tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
Maybe
this
we-
is the ending, but
I'm just saying, maybe we could like take a rest before we go to his house.
there's no time for that.
No, but there's always time. Pretty sure. Me too.
All right, everybody, we have our target. Let's go.
Oh.
You all mount up, and with a thunderous clapping of hooves, you all begin to ride towards Cecil Florentine's residence. That, I believe,
You know, I see a red door and I want it painted black.
and that, I believe, is where we shall stop.
Great
Oh,
session.
Yep.
Oh
I
yeah.
got roughed up
Yeah.
a lot. I'm glad I got turned into a motherfucking T-Rex.
Motherfucking tea, bro.
Well, cool. That was fun.
Yeah.
If any of you motherfuckers kill Cecil besides me, I will kill you next. I have
Alright.
I have lots of blood and lots of war paint on me, and I'm going to see my maker.
I believe that we're going to do. There's going to be one more dungeon. It's going to be the final dungeon. And I want to say that that's going to be 2 sessions. And then we'll do the final boss and ending in a single session. So it's looking like we'll have 3 more sessions. Possibly 2 if you
Alright.
guys really rock the next dungeon.
I'll just banish the boss and
Maybe
Yeah.
fine. I have
see you.
banish, right? I have one too.
Nice.
Oh boy.
You better not banish him.
We did have to like get out of there before it came back.
You better
So
not banish Cecil. I've got
Oh,
unfinished
no.
business.